the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Hello. Hi Kabubble. Hi Profound Sadness. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. I mean, I had a good Friday. It's been kind of a tough couple of days. Cause I broke up with my boyfriend and I got even more bad news today. My friend, it sounds like she got diagnosed with cancer, which is like a double bummer. I broke up with my boyfriend on Wednesday and I took the whole day off yesterday because I was just like sitting at home crying. Oh my God, I shouldn't say that. Embarrassing. But yeah, I was like really sad. So I just messaged my manager. I'm like, I think I need a day off to just like not think about stuff. So yeah, I like didn't work at all yesterday and just sat at home. So kind of hi milkshake, welcome guys. And today I was talking to my friend. I knew that she was getting like a procedure done because she had did like a pap smear and they found like some abnormal cells or whatever, but they thought it was like precancerous. They thought it was precancer, so I guess they figured like, everything's fine, we just need to remove it. But they ended up biopsying the portion that they removed, and it turns out she has cervical cancer. So that's not good. Hopefully, I'm just hoping that like they caught it early and she can like get it removed and everything will be fine. They're basically saying now she has to get like a hysterectomy or something, which is basically the surgery where they like remove your entire uterus, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's a pretty major surgery, probably comes with like a lot of recovery time and like, not so good consequences. Yeah. Well, I mean, if she has cancer, they kind of have to get it out, right? Because if they just leave it, it could get really bad. So she has to get it removed. Hopefully it hasn't spread. I mean, if it has spread, it would be really bad. But I'm hoping that they caught it early enough. Her doctor was like fucking around. Like I think she asked for a pap smear like so long ago and they just never gave her one. Because they thought like, oh, it's like not a big deal. You're so young, it's probably not an issue. So they like dicked around for like 4 months. Like she probably could have caught this a lot sooner. Oh my God, that's awful. Yeah, like my last 3 days have just been not good. Like first I was like asking my boyfriend to see if I could meet his parents, and his mom totally freaked out. His mom totally freaked out and was like, oh my God, if you like, you know, end up being with her, you know, I'm gonna cut off your inheritance. I don't know what she said, okay? I think she just thought I was like a broke person or something. And yeah. Anyway, after that, I was like, okay, there's like no way this is gonna work. Just because, like, if she's already reacting like this, and he himself was like, I'm not really sure about the relationship. Like, I don't know if I want to move forward, in the sense that, like, he's not sure if, like, he wants to take the next step. And I was like, yeah, this is probably not gonna work. So I kind of just felt like I had to cut it off. Oh my God, hi Steven. Thank you for the 46 months. Thank you.
Mitchie 48 flower, Mitchie 48
Thank you, I appreciate it.
48 flower, Mitchie 48 flower, Mitchie
Oh my
48
God,
flower,
Steven,
Mitchie
holy
48
shit.
flower, Mitchie 48 flower.
You said they gotta remove what? Yeah, so I was telling chat, my friend got a pap smear and she's HPV positive. Which is so dumb. Like, my friend is HPV positive because, like, her parents were, like, anti-vax. They're anti-vax and they never vaccinated her. What was his reaction? His reaction was, oh, well. Oh, well, that's too bad. And then, look, I feel like it's not even about his mom. The issue is that he's not even sure of the relationship himself, right? Like, imagine dating somebody for a year and they tell you, I don't know if I want to move forward in this relationship. I'm not sure. I don't know. Right? Like, is that really the answer you want to hear? Like, I think he's just, like, younger. He's at a different stage in life. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not really what I want to hear from somebody I've been seeing for a year, and I've been, like, actively trying to, like, make things work with him. Because not only is he, like, busy all the time because of school, he's also traveling constantly, so I literally had to fly to him to spend time with him. And it doesn't make any sense when he says, oh, the reason I'm not sure about you is because we haven't spent enough time together. It's like, okay, but you're clearly not doing anything to try and solve this problem, right? Like, I had to, like, convince him to, like, get me a ticket to even go on the trip to spend time with him. Whereas he's just, like, books, like, 3-4 months away and doesn't care. Like, you can't simultaneously say, like, oh, I'm not sure because we don't spend enough time together, and then also be the one that's, like, I'm busy all the time with school, or I'm busy all the time with work. And by the way, he's not even busy with school. A lot of the times he's, like, hanging out with his college friends. You know, like, he's, like, hanging out with his college friends, and he's gonna be with them for another 4 fucking years, okay? Like, and he's like, oh, I gotta hang out with my college friends. It's like, okay, what about me, though? Like, you keep saying you have no time, but, like, what about me? Like, why are you not spending the time with me, then, if you're, like, not sure about the relationship? Anyways, point being, I feel like he didn't try to solve problems. Like, I was always the one to try and solve problems in the relationship, and he was kind of just whatever. He's just like, I'm gonna go live my life, I don't really care. He's like, I don't care, like, I'm just gonna, like, go travel or do whatever. And then tells me, oh, the reason I'm not sure about the relationship is because we haven't spent enough time together. Like, I think I just need to find somebody that knows what they want. Like, he obviously does not know what he wants, so that's why I broke up with him. Hello, hi Lumi, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Like, I don't want this to be like a depressing stream, but I genuinely feel like the last 3 days of my life have just been really rough. And today I got even more bad news. Like, my friend she got a biopsy done on her cervix, because they did like a procedure, like a LEEP procedure, to remove a chunk of her cervix, because they thought that the condition she had was like precancerous. They thought it was precancerous, and then after they biopsied the portion of the cervix that they removed during the first procedure, they actually found out she has, like, cervical cancer. So I just broke up with my boyfriend, and then I just found out today my friend has cervical cancer, and they're recommending that she get a hysterectomy. So they're basically going to remove her whole uterus, which is fine. Like, I don't think she plans on having kids, but it still sucks, right? Like, I don't know if they have to remove her ovaries or not, but I think if you remove ovaries, like, it, like, puts you into menopause or some shit. Like, anyways, it's bad. Like, not good news. And, like, I'm just hoping that the cancer hasn't, like, spread. Because if it's spread, then it's, like, really bad. That's the problem with submissive men, because they don't know what they want. I think it's not. I don't think it's because he's like submissive. I think it's because he's just like younger, and he's kind of like, he's just not that mature. Like, he's just not very mature. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know where he's gonna end up in life. Like, there's just like so many problems, and I feel like he's not even trying to solve any of them. Like, I'm the one that has to try and solve all these problems because he just doesn't care. He just lives his life and doesn't care. Like, literally, when he booked his trip, he didn't even talk to me about it. He didn't say, and he's just like, okay, I'm going on this thing, you know, like, and then that was it. You know, he didn't consider like how it would affect me or how it would affect the relationship. He just booked it and he went. And when I asked, I'm like, well, can I go on the trip with you? He like fought with me about it. He was like, oh, I don't want to pay for the ticket. I don't want to cover your expenses, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so you're not doing anything to solve this problem then. Of the fact that you're just like leaving for 4 months. And then telling me you're not sure about the relationship. You know, like, it's just, like, frustrating. Damn, that sucks. Hope she'll be okay. Canada literally covers the HPV vaccine. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, girl. Like, I was like, this could have been totally easily preventable. Because she was HPV positive when they did her, like, pap smear. And the reason she never got vaccinated is because her parents are anti-vax. That's why she never got vaccinated. And now she has cervical cancer. So, like, this is the consequence when people don't vaccinate their kids. Like, literal real-life consequence of somebody not vaccinating their kid. And now she's diagnosed with cervical cancer. And she's just waiting to find out, like, what stage it is. They're doing, like, scans and stuff to figure it out. I'm hoping it's like early and they're just gonna cut it out and it's gonna be over. But I mean, with cancer, you just never know. Like, a lot of the times, even when you do surgery, it like comes back and stuff. Oh shit, that's terrible. Yeah. Apparently her dad was telling her about how like the government's bad and stuff. You shouldn't listen to the government. And then she never got vaccinated. She never got vaccinated. And I guarantee you her cancer was caused by HPV because she's HPV positive. Hi Candy, you could totally do better. Yeah, I mean, it's still hard. I do think it was the right decision just because, like, when I look back, I'm like, he really wasn't trying to solve any of these problems we were having. What's up with life, Candy? Hey, Hugh. I feel like as new people coming to the stream, I have to... Anyways, life has been good. So, well, it hasn't been good like the last couple of days. Basically, I broke up with my boyfriend. Because, you know, we kind of discussed, we had a discussion about timelines, and I was like, you know, we kind of got to get things going, right? I have to meet your parents, like, these things have to happen. He talked to his mom, as his mom was cuckoo. She was like, oh, I don't want to talk to her, you know. I guess she thinks, like, I'm not in the same social class as her. She has, like, she just seems judgmental. Like, she doesn't like me, okay? And then he's also not even sure about the relationship, and the reason is, you know, we don't spend enough time together, is what he says. So I broke up with him, and then today I was talking to my friend, and then she was telling me she just got diagnosed with cancer. So that was not good. They're saying she's gonna have to get her uterus removed. So I guess, like, they're probably gonna give her a date for the surgery, and hopefully it hasn't spread. Yeah. Must hurt to let go of a year-long relationship, though. Had to get it done. It's not been easy. Like, I literally took the day off yesterday, and I was, like, crying in my bed. Like, it was not a good scene. What a classist kind of a mother. Look, I don't know. It wasn't even really just his mom, though. I think it's more the fact that he's not even sure about the relationship. And because there's already so many problems, like it's like a combination of problems, right? The biggest problem is that he's not sure about the relationship. And it's been a fucking year, okay? And then his mom also hates me. And he's traveling constantly. Like, he's like, next year he might leave for 4 months to go to Toronto. And then even this year, I told him, I'm like, if the reason you're not sure about the relationship is because we're not spending enough time together, like, why the fuck are you booking these trips where you're gone for 4 months? Like, isn't that gonna make it so that we have even less time to spend together, you know? And then I was like, okay, fine. Maybe we can come to a compromise, right? How about I just fly to you and then you just cover the expenses for the trip? That's a very simple solution. He comes from a wealthy family. It could have easily been done, right? It could have easily been done. But this year when I went to New Brunswick, he fought with me about it multiple times. He was like arguing about, oh, I don't want to pay the plane ticket. I don't want to pay for the food. It's like, okay, but like, you do realize like this is not a vacation for me, right? Like, I'm not going to New Brunswick for funsies. There's nothing there. I'm only going to see you and to solve this problem of quote unquote not spending enough time together. Like, I'm trying to solve this problem. He's not trying at all. He's not paying for the trip, or he pays for it and then complains about it. And then he, on all these trips, he's just like, yeah, I just have to go. I just have to go. I can't not go. I can't even go for less time. I'm like, how about you just go for a month? Like, if you go for a month, you know, at least it's not that bad. But he's like, no, I have to go for the full amount of time. I'm like, okay, but you do realize, like, it's going to make things more difficult for us, right? I don't think he thinks about it. I don't think he gives a shit. He just thinks, oh, I'm not sure about the relationship because we haven't spent enough time together, and then does nothing to solve the problem. So I'm like, it's too much. But why? You're kind of a crude sense of humor. You're a very engaging person. His mom has never even met me. She has not met me once. And she's saying she doesn't even want to meet me. What does that tell you? Either that he has told her things that are not great about me, and that's why she thinks that way. Because the only way he would know about me is based on what he told her, right? So if he's telling her bad things, she's going to think bad things in her head, right? Because I've never met her. And I feel like also she is a little bit classist. Like, she thinks that I like don't have enough money or don't have as much money as them. And that's why she doesn't want to meet me. I don't know why, but either way, it doesn't matter. I think it's just like too many problems stacked on top of each other. You know, it's like very sad. I was like, oh my God, is it the right decision? And like, I've thought about it a lot of times, and I just think he doesn't have the will to work on things. Like, he doesn't try. And if he doesn't try, then it's not going to work. Like, you know, especially in a relationship where, like, there are definitely obstacles and, like, one person just doesn't give a shit, it's not gonna work. I heard you and Revity had a moan off. No, we didn't. That's not true. I'm sensing a pattern. He books all these trips, complains about not spending enough time together to make you upset, and then pissy when you try to solve the problem by going to the places he's traveling to. An affair, perhaps? No, I don't think he's having an affair. I think he just doesn't consider me. Like, he thinks about himself. He thinks about what he wants to do, what he wants for his career, and then he doesn't think about me. Or like how his decisions will ultimately affect our relationship, which is a problem, right? Like, when you're in a relationship, you kind of have to think about the things you do and how it's going to affect your partner. Like, booking trips where you're gone for 4 months is obviously going to have an impact on your relationship, especially if you're having doubts about the relationship or you're not sure about it. Like, leaving for 4 months is not going to help the situation, you know? Cab Caddy, that's paranoid thinking. How are you holding up? I mean, I'm holding up. I'm trying to, like, just, you know, get through life, but it's tough. Hello? Hey, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. I'm gonna drink some water. Relationships are give and take. He's taken too much and you gave too much. Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of hard right now. But I am trying my best to think positive. I think what I need to do is date somebody that's like around my age or a little bit older. That way they're going to be more sure, their life is going to be more stable, and like they'll kind of want more of the same things as me, right? I think one of the problems is that he's just younger and has no idea what he wants. And he's just kind of confused. But like, yeah, a lot of the things he did like in the relationship just weren't that great. Was he a lot younger? He was 3 years younger. What's happening? I broke up with my boyfriend. Is what's happening? Yeah. I take it the gumball machine's out of order. Yeah, it's out of order. No gumballs today. I apologize if that was harsh. Yeah, I know. No, I don't mind. I know like what happened. Like I just I don't think it's the right fit right now. Like, I had a friend that had a much younger boyfriend, and she would complain about him not being able to make up his mind and shit like that. Something like that, It's just, I think people who are younger are just not sure, like, where their life is headed. Like, he's just at a different stage in life, I think. And, like, for me, I'm looking for something that's, like, more serious. Like, somebody, ideally, that wants to, like, get married, So, it's just not the right fit. What I meant by you gave too much is that he took too much, you end up paying the cost. I don't know. It's fine. It feels like it's like, a waste of a year, but I really tried. Like, I tried to make it work. I feel like I could have ended it sooner, right? Like, the moment he was doing so many weird things at the beginning of the relationship. Like, he was like talking to this girl where they like used to like each other. She was like asking to sleep at his house and shit like that. And I was like explaining to him like he was a toddler why that's not okay. Like, you're dating somebody and some other woman who you both used to like, they used to like mutually like each other. She was like asking to sleep at his house, asking him to like take her around the city. Like, it's obviously inappropriate. Like, anybody with half a fucking brain would know that that's inappropriate. But he was like, no, she's just a friend. He was so convinced that she was quote unquote just a friend. I had conversations with him about her multiple times. Like, it was like we had like at least 5-6 conversations about this woman before he finally blocked her. I literally gave him an ultimatum to block her. I'm like, you need to stop talking to her. Like, what are you doing? Like, she's obviously in love with you. You're being weird. She would message him at like 3 a.m. in the morning, literally. We were watching a movie and she would send like 10-20 messages. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning in her time zone. It was super weird. And I think looking back at that point, like, if that ever happens in my next relationship, I would end it immediately. Like, it might just because he's young and he doesn't realize or he thinks that it's okay, but it was like super bizarre. Inappropriate indeed. Affair. I don't think he was having an affair. He's just like dumb. Like, it was just dumb. Like, why does somebody have to explain that to you? And then finally, after he stopped talking to her, the girl's friend literally calls him and is like, this girl was like literally in love with you, right? And he was like actually shocked. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe she's in love with me. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, what do you think I've been telling you for the last 3 months? Like, why did we have to have arguments over this? Like, you should have just listened to me and trusted me. Certified red flag. It was a huge red flag, but I think at the time I just wanted to make it work and I ignored it. But if it ever happened again, I would dump him immediately. Like, that was like, and it made me all paranoid too. Like, imagine trying to explain to your boyfriend like why some other woman that you basically used to like each other is not supposed to come and sleep at your house, Like, it's just not something you should have to explain. So I was using ChatGPT to revise cervical cancer. There's a 90% chance of beating it. I think it depends on the stage. Hopefully it's early. I'm just hoping that they caught it early enough and everything's gonna be fine. So we're just hoping, right? I think at stage 1 it's like 90%. She wanted to stroke his cock. He needs to work on himself if he ever wants to keep a relationship. I genuinely feel like I was like so patient with him this entire time. Like, we had like issues about the women, and then after that it was like we had other problems too. we had like arguments about money because he just like didn't want to spend money or something. And then it was issues about time. Like I feel like he just wasn't spending enough time with me. Like he was always busy with school or doing something. The girl was only a week or two from straight up sending him nudes. It's really dumb. Like it's so dumb because this whole situation would have been horrible for her. Like, it genuinely would have been horrible for her. This girl that he was talking to, she was studying, I think, psychology at the time in Toronto. She was like a year away from finishing her program and getting her degree. Okay? She was a year away from finishing. And she was about to give up, you know, her last, 3-4 years of schooling to move here and be with him. She was like, I'm gonna transfer. She was gonna transfer to a completely different program just to be with him. And he was dating me at the time. Like I was trying to explain that to him. I'm like, do you not understand this woman is literally gonna ruin her life to come see a guy who's already taken and has a girlfriend? She was also asking for his fucking address. She was like, I need your exact apartment number because she wanted to move into the same apartment as him. Like, she literally would have ruined her own life because he was already seeing me. And it would have made it super awkward for me if she moved into the same apartment. Like, I can't even believe I'm saying this. Like, it's like so retarded. Like, who would do this? I mean, except him, I guess. Like, who in their right mind would think that that's like okay, you know? What I come into, hey Brian, I'm just trying to explain, you know, why. Well, first of all, I broke up with my boyfriend. I'm trying to explain why there was like, I guess, a lot of red flags I missed at the beginning. I remember when a girl that I loved started hoeing, had me thinking, where's my life going? What do you mean she started hoeing? Like, she actually became a hoe or what? But anyway, look, I'm just saying, like, if he continued to lead her on, she literally would have ruined her life by, like, moving here for him, even though she was, like, doing her own program. Like, she had her own education going on in Toronto. Like, let the woman live her own life. Yo, what happened? Nathan, you're late. You're late, and you missed it. Didn't we say the red flag the moment you told us? Yeah, but I just had my head in the sand, and I wanted so bad to make things work at the time, but it was definitely a red flag. Yeah, Nathan, so what happened was I broke up with my boyfriend on Wednesday, which was like 2 days ago, which fucking sucks. And then today I'm like, you know, just going to work, doing my thing. And then my friend messages me and she's like, so I have cancer. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you have cancer? The fuck? Basically, she got like a pap smear done. And found out she was HPV positive and had precancerous cells. So they did like a procedure to like remove part of her cervix. And they biopsied the portion that they removed. And she has cervical cancer. So now they're gonna do like a surgery, like a hysterectomy to remove her whole uterus. So, yeah, it's not good. And it's so dumb. It's so fucking stupid because the only reason why she has cancer right now probably is because she didn't get the HPV vaccine. Like, this could have been so easily preventable. I think like a very large percentage of cases for cervical cancer are caused by certain types of HPV. So, you know, her dad was anti-vax and was like, oh, you shouldn't trust the government. So she never ended up getting vaccinated for HPV. And she was like, you know, she had a phase where she was like sleeping around with a bunch of men, which puts you at risk for, you know, getting HPV. And yeah. If she had just gotten vaccinated, I don't think we would be here right now. Did he treat you badly? You mean my boyfriend? It's not that he treated me... Well, okay. I do think there's red flags, but there was a lot of issues in the relationship. Well, that's what I call big pee-pee damage. Sorry. Yeah, it's just like... I'm just so annoyed at her parents for not getting her vaccinated. Yeah. I broke up with my girlfriend of 5 months last week. You had a girlfriend, Nathan? Since when? I thought you were single. I mean, you were so angry all the time. I figured Nathan's probably single because he's like fucking all angry all the time and shit. She started getting intimate with other what? LMAO, Candy Savage. Yeah, I'm like, Nathan's probably never gonna find a wife. I'm shocked you had a girlfriend. Damn, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Why did you guys break up? You have to give us the tea first. I mean, we started out as a situationship. Okay, but why did you break up? That's what I want to know. Let me drink some more water. Cause she be hoeing around? Oh, damn. Wait, so she cheated on you with somebody else or what? That's kind of, I'm sorry to hear that though. That's bad. It's okay. I won't either. Oh my god. Wait, so who did she cheat on you with? She doubted Nathan. I was like, ain't no way Nathan gonna find somebody. This man's so angry all the time. I don't know, but she definitely was messaging other dudes and sending nudes. Okay, that's fucking rude. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That's not good. Anyways. Did your ex-boyfriend cheat on you or something? He didn't cheat on me, but there was like a combination of things. I'm fine with my current girlfriend, so my cheating lifestyle is over. Yeah. Steven's girlfriend just milks him dry, so he has no more jizz to go cheat on her. Okay? That's her secret. she just fucks Steven so much, you just have no more coom left to cheat. Okay, so the main reason I broke up with my boyfriend is because he, we've been together a year, right? So it's not like, I've been seeing him for like a month. But I told him, I'm like, we've been together a year. It's about time I meet your parents. So I told him you should talk to your mom because he's in New Brunswick with his mom and see if she's open to meeting me. Was he an asshole to you? Not exactly, but his mom was basically just like had a super negative reaction. She's just like, no way, I don't want you seeing her. I guess like, if you ever meet her, I'm gonna like cut off your inheritance or whatever. It's just like some shit. I think his mom thinks that I just don't have as much money. I'm not in the same social class as him, therefore I'm not as good. And that like he should date somebody else, right? So yeah, that was not great. And then he also told me that himself he's like not sure about the relationship. Like he feels unsure about the relationship, which is not good, right? Like you've been seeing somebody like for a year and they're not sure about whether or not they want the relationship to progress. For me, like that's like important for me because I'm 27. Like at some point I want to get married. Like things have to move forward, and like asking to meet your parents after a year is very reasonable. Like it's not like we just started seeing each other. Like, it has been some time. So that was not good. And then he told me the reason why he felt like he was not sure about the relationship is because we quote unquote haven't spent enough time together because we meet up only like once or twice a week. But a huge part of the reason why we haven't spent enough time together is because he's always having to go on these trips. Like this year, he was gone for like 4 months, either in Shanghai or in New Brunswick, basically somewhere else so that we can't be together. And he's like, oh, I'm fine spending the time apart. And it's like, okay, that's fine. Like, but first of all, I don't like it. I don't like spending that much time apart from my partner, period. And number two, the fact that you're unsure because of this reason and you're also the one who's causing the problem by like not being here for like a quarter of the year. I just don't understand, right? And then he's also not doing anything to try and solve this problem. Like, I was like, well, if you're away for so long, like, how about I just come to you and you just pay the expenses for the trip? And he didn't even want to do that. He was like, oh, first we fought about like the plane day. Oh, he didn't want to pay for the plane ticket. And then it was like, oh, he didn't want to pay for the food. It's like a flight there is not that expensive. We're probably not going to spend that much money on the food. If you have no time to spend with me, you're not here half the time, and you like, are unsure about the relationship because we haven't spent enough time together, and you're not willing to compromise and even spend some money to try and solve this problem. And I only went for 2 weeks and he argued with me about it. So it's like, what are we gonna do then? Then we should just break up, right? Like if you have no will to solve this problem that you're causing by not being here, Why am I with you? Like, why are we even together? You know, that's my thought process. How often do you guys spend time together? We meet up like once or twice a week, which I would spend more time with him, but he tells me that he doesn't have time. Like, you know, because he's in law school. But I know he has time because he's spending a lot of his time with his law school friends. I would ask to meet him and he's like, oh, I can't meet you till this time, or I can't meet you this day because, you know, I have to go chill with my law school friends, or I don't have time. Which is like, okay, you're going to be with your law school friends for another 4 years. You know that you're not going to be here a lot of the time, right? Like, you know you're going to be gone for 4 months probably. Like, maybe we should spend more time together. Like, I don't know. Maybe we should meet up more times. He's like, oh, I can only meet up once or twice a week. I can only meet up once a week this week because I'm busy. And even during exam season, he wouldn't meet up with me at all because he had law school exams. I'm like, okay, I understand it's for school. So we didn't meet up for like a month. So we basically have only spent probably like 5 months together meeting up once a week, which is not great. And I genuinely feel like the reason why we didn't meet up that much is because he says he's busy. It's because he says he's busy, or it's because he's fucking gone, literally in another country or another province for like several months on end. Like, what do you want me to do? What, right? Like, even when I told him, I'm like, you're going to be in New Brunswick for 2 months. You've already gone to Shanghai for a month. So that's like another 3 months. We're not going to be able to see each other. Can you at least pay for a trip for 2 weeks so I can spend time with you? At first he argued about, oh, I don't want to pay. You should pay for your own ticket. You should pay for your own shit, right? Because you're the one that wants to come. I'm like, what do you mean I'm the one that wants to come? It's like, it literally grinds my gears, okay? It's New Brunswick. Nobody wants to fucking go to New Brunswick, okay? You know what it is? It's like a small town with nobody there. You know, it's like not like happy vacation times. If somebody gave me a free ticket to go to New Brunswick, I would not fucking go, okay? If you gave me a free ticket, you like, Candy, you want to go to New Brunswick? I'm like, no, thank you. Like, I'm not gonna go. But like, anyways, I'm only going because of him. So why are you gonna spend 4 months somewhere else and you don't even want to pay for the ticket? I have to pay for my own ticket for what? A trip that you chose to go on. Did he pay for your trip though? He did end up paying for my trip, but we had like 5-6 arguments about it. I'm not even joking, okay? Before I left for the trip, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, he agreed to pay for my ticket and the expenses. So we had one conversation about that, okay? We had an argument because he didn't want to pay for the food while I was there. I'm like, okay. So we had an argument about that. And then he finally agreed. He was like, okay, I'll pay for the food. So before the trip, I asked him, I'm like, okay, so how about, since you're not like home because you're going to be working, how about you give me $20 for lunch? And then we'll just go out for dinner together, right? I think that's reasonable. I'm eating only 2 meals a day. I didn't even ask him for breakfast. I'm like, you give me like $20 for lunch and then we'll have dinner together. And he was like, 20? What do you mean? Like $20? Why can't you just eat leftovers? I'm like, the fuck? I'm only there for 10 days and you don't want to give me $20 for lunch. You want me to eat leftovers? Like, what the hell? Like, I was like kind of offended by that. Like he doesn't even eat leftovers. I've never seen him eat leftovers in my life. And he told me to eat leftovers. I was like what? Eventually, he was like, okay, I'll pay the $20. So he gives me $200 for lunch, okay? And then I go on the trip. And then during the trip, I was like, okay. So one day, he was like out for dinner with his dad's friend or whatever. He wasn't home that day. And I asked him, I'm like, can you give me like $50 for dinner then? Since, you know, you're not home and obviously I need to eat, right? And he promised to cover my expenses. We had multiple conversations about this. He promised to cover my expenses, so I asked $50 for dinner. And then he got upset. And we got into like another huge argument because he was like, why'd you ask me for $50? Like, why couldn't you pay for it yourself? I'm like, the point is not like, you know, it's not like I'm broke to the point where I can't pay $50. The point is, this was your trip. You're leaving for 4 months out of the year. I'm only here for 10 days. I'm only here for 10 days. You promised to cover my expenses. We've talked about this multiple times, and you're upset about $50 for dinner. Like, it's just like blows my mind. Like, it's not like I'm there for a month and he has to pay for food for a month. I'm there for 10 days and he's not spending any time with me for like 4 months out of the year. Is not even willing to make this like small compromise to like cover your girlfriend's expenses for like 10 days. Like, you know. So Kenny, would you like him? He sounds like a bum. I mean, we got along, but I feel like, you know, we got along outside of the times where he was like cheap, you know, or like we had like, I don't know why he was cheap, because his family had so much money. Like he would tell me like, you know, his dad's worth $80 million. I'm like, okay, but like you're complaining about $50 for, you know, a meal that we've already agreed that you would pay for. And here's the thing. He came home that day and was talking about how he talked to his coworker Jessica. Okay, this was his argument. His argument was, "Oh yeah, I talked to my coworker Jessica and she goes 50-50 with her boyfriend. So we should go 50-50 too." I'm like, first of all, we discussed that you were going to pay for the trip, right? Like, you know, we've had conversations before I flew here. And second of all, Jessica got pregnant at 16. She is a single mom with like multiple kids, and she's dating a black guy. Like, what do I have in common with Jessica, right? Like, if you want to go 50-50, you can go date Jessica, right? Like, it's crazy. Like, it actually blows my mind. Like, it was just wild that he said that. I bet his mom talking all kinds of shit right now. I told you I was right about her. His mom probably thought I was like some gold digger. Like, I can't believe your girlfriend asked you to, you know, pay for her expenses. $20 for lunch. What a fucking gold digger, man. What the fuck? You know, I bet his mom gave him ideas that you're gold digging. He's acting like a retard about it. It's literally retarded. Like, actually insane. I think his mom just doesn't like me, but the reality is, like, when you're spending this much time somewhere else, like 4 months out of the year somewhere else, you need to make some sort of compromises, right? Like, you genuinely need to make some sort of compromise, because it's like you're away for half the year. Like, you're not even there. And when you have this much money, I think it makes sense for you to cover like a 10-day trip, right? Like, when you're gone for this long. And he just was like against it or had an issue with it. I don't know what his deal was. Maybe his mom like put ideas in his head about I'm some gold digger, like asking him to pay for the trip, like how dare me. But like, you know, it doesn't work for me. It's just bizarre. But to be honest, y'all haven't spent lots of time together. We haven't. And it's because he's away. It's because he's away, right? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know, the thing is, I can't just pay out of pocket every time he wants to fly to the middle of nowhere, right? Like, I'm not as wealthy as him. I can't just like buy my own tickets every time he's flying here for a month. He's flying there for a month. He like flew to Shanghai and then he flew to New Brunswick. I don't have the money to be paying for a trip every time he wants to go somewhere himself, right? And these are not trips that we're planning together. They're trips that he decides that he needs to go on and that he's going to go no matter what. He's like, I'm going to go no matter what. So it's like, you know, like, what do you want me to do? Like, you're flying somewhere every 1 to 2 months. You have to go no matter what. I obviously can't foot the bill for every single trip. Even for the Shanghai trip, he was like, I need to go. I'm like, okay, we'll see, right? Maybe I'll cover some of the expenses. Because Shanghai is actually a place I'd be okay going to, like, just as a vacation, right? Because it's kind of a cool place. It's kind of a cool place. I'm like, okay, how about I cover my plane ticket? Maybe you just cover my food and my hotel. Or like, let me live at your, you know, your place in Shanghai or whatever. That was kind of the deal. But then I got a new job, so I couldn't go. But like the New Brunswick, I don't even want to go. The only reason why I went was because he was going. So I asked him to pay for it, and we got into so many arguments over it. It was insane. Like, crazy. Maybe he's fake rich. No, he's actually rich. Like, I've seen his house, and it's in like the wealthiest neighborhood in Vancouver. Like, it's in like West Van. Like, his house was huge. So like, yes, he is actually rich. But like, you know, if you're this rich and you're acting this cheap, like, it's just like a huge turnoff. Like, it's really bizarre. Time to give black men a try. Oh my god. I mean, I feel like I was so sad, like, when I had to break up with him, because I didn't want to. Like, I wanted things to work. I tried so hard. Like, I didn't even want to go to New Brunswick because it, like, affects my work. It's not really somewhere I want to go, but I went because he was going. And, you know, like I said, if you gave me a free ticket to go to that fucking place, I would not go. Did he offer to pay for Shanghai, though? No! No, I literally said at the very beginning, I'm like, you know, for Shanghai, even though it's not a vacation because we did not plan the dates together. We didn't plan the date together. He just decided on a day and decided he was going to leave for a month. I'm like, okay, he's just like, we're just going to spend the time apart. I'm like, okay, I don't really want to. Well, you know, how about I pay half, right? Because Shanghai's a cool place. Shanghai's a cool place. I'll pay for my own plane ticket. And then you either find me a place in Shanghai where your family lives and I'll stay there. Or you get me a hotel and then you cover the food, right? And he was like, no, I don't. Why do I have to pay half? Why do I have to pay half? Like, why can't you just pay for everything? I'm like, because I'm going out of my way to come see you, right? Like, I didn't decide on the dates for this. And it's precisely because I didn't decide on the date that I eventually couldn't go, because I started a new job at the time. And you know, I couldn't just up and leave, right? But it's like he didn't want to pay for half. I had to like argue with him and then eventually he agreed. But it's like you don't want to have to argue with your partner every single time, especially when I feel like a lot of the things I was asking for were like pretty reasonable. Do you think he ever liked you? Well, he was like crying with like on the phone, you know, when I broke up with him. But it's like, the problem is he didn't try, right? Like, I was trying so hard to make, you know, everything work, even though it seemed like he didn't try or didn't think about it. Like, when I look back, I'm like, I don't know, like, he might have liked me, but he wasn't, just didn't do anything that made him a particularly good boyfriend, right? Like, if you have a girlfriend, like, wouldn't you consider her opinion, you know, before just going on random trips, leaving for like months on end? Wouldn't you consider how she feels, how it affects your relationship, like the two of you together? He never thought about me when he made any decision. Like, it was just like, if he needs to go on a trip, he's gonna go no matter what. You know? And I just had to deal with it. Yeah. Anyways. Things don't work out, maybe try his father. His father's like fucking old as fuck. What do you mean? Oh my god. Yeah, but that's the tea. Basically, is that it seems like he was doing a lot of things that caused problems in the relationship and then did nothing to try and solve the problems. He was too cheap to spend the money, which is why we got into arguments over it. And then, yeah, there was a lot of other things. I feel like he's just immature. That's what I think too. I think he's just immature. And the other thing that really grinded my gears was like, on my birthday, first of all, for his birthday, right? Let me just tell you what I did. For his birthday, I asked him what he wanted, right? I'm like, oh, your birthday's coming up, you know, in April. What do you want for your birthday? So he was like, oh, I want this like $1,000-something watch, right? I immediately went to the jewelry store and I bought it for him. It was like $1,000-something, right? Which to me is a lot of money, but I didn't say anything. I just bought it for him. And then I think I bought him food and, you know, happy birthday. Great, right? When it came time for my birthday in February, he never even asked. He never even asked. I had to ask him. I'm like, what are you going to do for my birthday? Like, we should do something. My birthday's coming up. And he was like, maybe I'll save a couple $100. We'll see. He was like, because he gets allowance from his parents. He's like, oh, we'll see how much money I have left. You know, after I buy my own food for the month, like maybe I'll have like, you know, $100 or $200 left at the end of the month. Like, we'll see how much I have left, you know? And I was like so annoyed. I'm like, you're going to see how much you have left at the end of the month? Like, what if you have nothing left? He's like, well, I mean, we'll see. It's probably like, you know, $100-something, $200. Like, thank you for the follow. Thank you. And it's like, he talks about it like it's some kind of like afterthought. Like, yeah, like I'll see what I have left after I spend all the money on myself. And then I'll see what I'll get you for your birthday. Anyways, we had an argument about that. And then eventually, you know, we did decide on a gift. It was like, you know, like a Pokemon card or something. Like, that was like a couple $100s. But like, it was just like, you know, I feel like I'm the type of person where presents and like special occasions are pretty important. And I was trying to explain to him, like, you know, I get that you're like trying to save money. I was like, well, why don't you save up a little more money? Because it's my birthday. That's what I told him. I'm like, well, why don't you like save up a little more money? Because it's my birthday. He's like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't really like giving gifts. I was like, you realize my birthday happens once a year, right? Like, it happens once a year. Like, you can't just, you know, eat a little less this month and save up a little more money. He's like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, we talked for like an hour about that. An hour. Like, imagine how much patience. I'm trying to explain to this man, you know, my birthday only happens once a year. Maybe you should consider eating out a little bit less so you can save up more money for my present. Because he gets $5,000 a month in allowance. Like, you get $5,000 a month, you're going to spend $5,000 on food, and you couldn't even save a couple $100 for your girlfriend's birthday, which comes once a year. Anyways, yeah, his answer was straight up. I'm not kidding when I tell you that's what he said, okay? Y'all think I'm exaggerating? No, okay? I was like, what are you gonna get me for my birthday? He's like, yeah, I'll see how much money I have left. Maybe it's like $150 or something. Like, maybe it's nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'll just spend all the money on food. I don't know. I don't really like giving presents. Like, excuse me? Like, after I just spent, like, you know, over $1,000 on your gift that you said you wanted, when he said he wanted the gift, I said, okay, drive us to a jewelry store. I'll get you exactly what you want. I got him the exact watch he wanted. And then it was time for my birthday. He was like, I don't know. Like, I'll see how much I have left, you know? Like, bro, losing aura. It's ridiculous. Hey, Candy, OMG title, you good, sis? I'm trying to be good, but life just fucking sucks right now. Like, I just need something good to happen to me in my life, okay? 5K allowance is more than me after tax. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're gonna spend $5,000 a month on food and you can't afford a birthday gift? Like, what? You dated a fuckboy? I don't think he's a fuckboy. I think he's just younger and immature. That's why you need older guy. Kenny, young men are way too selfish. I think he's just immature. I think he just, like, maybe hasn't been in a relationship before and, like, doesn't consider these things. So I have to explain everything to him. That's crazy. His allowance is 5K. Yeah. Anyways, it's rough. I ate ramen and cereal for 3 months so I can take my girlfriend out. Nice. Nathan's like, he got no redeeming qualities. He literally needs to grow the fuck up. I don't know. It was still hard, like, breaking up with him, though, because, you know, I still loved him. I liked spending time with him, but it was just, like, too many problems. He's just, like, I feel like genuinely a lot of the time he only thought about himself and what his needs were, what he wanted to do in his career. Like, I was, like, the last thing that he thought about, you know? Like, even on my birthday, he was like, I'm gonna buy my own food first. Like, on my fucking birthday, man. He was like, yeah, I'll see what I have left. Yeah. Hey, if you need anyone to talk to, we're all here. I know. This is like therapy. It's crazy. You're like walking him like a kid. I'm like, okay, Billy, like, you should do this or that. Even the whole, like, women situation at the beginning of the relationship, I had to explain to him why you can't have other women sleeping at your house when you have a girlfriend. Like, it's crazy that I had to explain that to him. Hey, Kano, happy Friday. Just got off work. Oh my god, hi, Allie. How are things going with your man? Yeah, he's definitely not ready for a serious relationship. Definitely not. Like, I feel like when I saw those first few red flags, I probably should have ended it. But because it was my first, quote unquote, kind of like more serious relationship too, you know, I was like, you know, maybe I'll try harder to, like, make it work, you know, because I really wanted to make it work, because my goal right now is to eventually get married, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to try harder, right? Yeah, trying harder did not make it work. Excuse me, is that not common sense? No, it was not. Okay? He had this other woman who he used to like ask him if she could sleep at his house. And then he was like, oh, I thought it was just a normal, friendly thing to do. right? He thought it was like normal. And I had to explain to him that no, it's not normal for a woman that who used to like you and you used to like her to be sleeping over at your fucking house when you have a girlfriend. Well, we've been on 2 dates. How have you been? Honestly, Allie, not great. Ugh, life's been hard. What the fuck? Bro will never be ready. He'll marry a rich Chinese airhead. Look, I don't know. I wish the best for him, but it's been like, it's just been so hard. Like, I didn't want to break up with him, but I felt like I had to. Because it's like, what am I going to do, right? Like, he's not even trying. Do you think he liked you, though? I think he liked me. Like, he was, like, crying when I broke up with him, but it's like, you know, actions mean more than words. Like, you can say you love me, but if you don't try, then it's like, what's the point? I feel like I was the only one that was, like, trying to, like, solve all these problems and, like, explain to him why he shouldn't do certain things. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. Would you break up with your boyfriend? I did. Yeah. I broke up with him on Wednesday. She was accidentally planning on she was definitely planning on accidentally sleeping naked in his bed. She'll be like, oh my god, I'm cold. I'm cold. Can I sleep in your bed? He'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Sure, like that's like a friendly thing to do, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Candy. Is he that good looking? He's okay. Like, he's pretty good looking. I wouldn't say he's like, you know, model tier, but he's definitely not bad looking. But there was definitely a lot of problems. Seems like he never had a bad experience in his life. He's so privileged to the point where he doesn't understand certain emotions. Not to give him leeway. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but it's like, I understand maybe he doesn't know certain things, but when I try to explain it, like, he should have at least listened, right? Like, he should have listened because that, you know, the woman that wanted to sleep at his house, he spoke to her for another 2-3 months before, like, he finally broke it off with her. Like, it was crazy. I kept telling him, I'm like, this woman is not normal. She was, like, trying to move into his apartment. It was, like, insane. Anyways, yeah. Is he ABC? He went to, like, an international school in China. CBC? Yeah. Oh, God, I'm too hot. Mind helping me take my bra off? Yeah, that's probably some shit that would happen. Tell me the details, please. I'm late. Why are you guys all late? Now I gotta say the same thing over and over again. I broke up with him. End of story. Go watch the VOD. I don't understand how he didn't realize I was not normal. I don't know either. Okay, I don't know either. Yeah. Anyways. And then the other thing, Allie, that happened today that was really shit is that I found out my friend has cancer. That's not good. She has, like, cervical cancer, so they're, like, gonna do surgery to remove her uterus, I guess. It sounds terrible. Like, she's only, like, 30-something years old. They're gonna, like, chop off her uterus. Like, ugh. Yeah. How bad did she cry when you broke up? Did he cry when you broke up with him? I mean, he definitely cried. But it's like, I felt bad breaking up with him. But at the same time, it's like, what can I do, right? Like, he's just, like, not really putting in any effort. Anyways, Allie, give you the TLDR. The reason I broke up with my boyfriend is because his mom, like, refused to meet me. She probably thought, like, you know, I wasn't in his social class. I wasn't good enough to date him. So that makes it really difficult because, you know, it kind of sucks when his parents, like, literally hate you. And the other thing is he said he was not sure about the relationship because we hadn't spent enough time together. And the reason why we did not spend enough time together is because he basically just didn't make time for me, right? Like, when he was here in Vancouver, he would always be busy with school or, like, he's hanging out with his college friends, so he doesn't have time. And then, or he'd be, like, traveling, right? He'll book, like, quote-unquote business trips or family trips that are, like, a month, 2 months, 3 months. And then he'll just leave. He'll just be like, oh, I have to go on this trip. Goodbye. He doesn't even ask me for my opinion. He's just like, I'm just gonna go. And I'm like, okay. It's like, you can't be the same person that complains about, like, not spending enough time together and also the same person that is making it difficult for us to spend time together. Right? Like, and then in order to try and solve this problem, because obviously I could see the problem, right? I could see he was like spending a bunch of time somewhere else and we weren't spending enough time together. So, I mean, literally just now, you guys know I was in New Brunswick because I was trying to spend time with him. And we had multiple arguments because I asked him to pay for the trip and he was like arguing about money the whole time. Like, even when I was there, we argued about money. You deserve so much better, Kando. I don't know. Life's just been hard. Bro can't manage $5,000 allowance. Of course he can't manage his time. I mean, I literally told him what our problems were multiple times. And he just didn't do anything to try and address them or didn't care what I thought, right? I don't think he gave my needs like any thought. It was just always like what he wanted to do. Like, what's important for his career? What does he want to do? Who does he want to spend time with? And he never thought about how it affected us, right? So that was it. In your case, I think it's just boyfriend's crazy, immature, and inconsiderate. I think he's immature. I think he tries to be considerate, but sometimes it's not on the mark. Yeah, he's inattentive ADHD. I think part of it is his ADHD, but you can't blame it all on ADHD, right? Like, I would tell him things very clearly. Like, even, you know, the hangout with women, I'm like, I told him very clearly so many times. For 3 months, he kept talking to her. It's crazy. My parents split up because my mom resents my dad for being lazy and stuff. But after splitting up, my mom realized she's omitting my dad's good qualities. And there's just too much resentment. Yeah, I mean, I think relationships are just complicated and like two people might see things very differently. I think from his point of view, he feels like he's just at like a different stage in life, right? Maybe he feels like he's like, you know, 24, like he needs to be like the rest of his friends, like going to the club or like hanging out. His mindset is just not the same. Like he's not in like a serious relationship kind of mindset, right? So that could be why. But like, I mean, a lot of the things he did were just not that great. Kano, men are terrible. Have you tried women? Oh, be lesbian. But yeah, I've been definitely having like a hard time these last couple of days. It's just my life, I guess. Normally I would make a pun, but I don't think now's a good time. Yeah. Candy lesbian. I'll be a lesbian. Women are 100 times worse. I don't know what you mean by women are 100 times worse, because like I've been with my best friend. Like I've been friends with her for like 20 years. I feel like we got along like perfectly fine, whereas with men are like complicated. You need someone to treat you right. As a playboy rich entrepreneur, taking on the family business with a law degree. I don't know what his plans are for his life, but like clearly he was not considering any of my needs. Or didn't seem like he tried to, right? Like, it was very clear that we weren't spending enough time together. I voiced it to him. I'm like, if you have to go on these trips, the only reasonable way I can see us solving these problems is if you at least pay for me to go with you and we spend at least some time together. Even if it's not the full month, like at least a week or at least like 2 weeks. I went to New Brunswick for 10 days. Like, not only does he not have time, he was like too cheap to spend the money. Like, he was like, I don't want to pay for the trip. Why should I pay for it? I'm like, what do you mean? Why should you pay for it? Like, you're the one that has to go for such a long time, right? Like, it's not like we're going on vacation together and I'm refusing to pay for it. Men will literally torture feed you and look at your face and smile and say they love you. Common sense is to make time to hang out with your girlfriend. He just didn't put in the effort. Like, even when he was here, he'd be like, oh, I need to spend time with my college friends. And I had to explain to him, I'm like, we're only meeting once a week. You have another 4 years with your college friends, okay? You have another 4 years to spend with them. Why are you in such a rush to spend time with your college friends when he knew that we were on different timelines? I'm like, you know, I'm older than you, right? Like, in order for me to stay in this relationship, Like, the relationship itself has to progress. Like, I don't have 5-10 years to just wait for him to be ready, right? But then he would be like, no, I want to go have dinner with my college friends. So we ended up not really spending that much time together. And it's like, I'm okay with spending less time together, but like, he also has to be okay with like moving things forward, right? Like, when it comes time to like progress the relationship, if you choose not to spend as much time with me, you kind of have to be okay with at least like me meeting your parents or moving in, or like be comfortable with that, right? But he was saying like, oh, I'm not comfortable because I don't know you well enough. Like, whose fault do you think that is, right? Like, I'm trying to make all these compromises and he's not willing to compromise anything, right? He has no time, he has no money. When it comes time to progress the relationship, he's not sure, right? Like, like, make it make sense. Like, there's no way to make this work. He sounds like my high school boyfriend. We broke up over a text after not hanging out for 2 months. That's the younger men syndrome. He values his peers over you, which I don't blame him, but why would you commit to a relationship with an older person? Yeah, he knew what our problems were. We've talked about it, and he did nothing to solve the problems. Like, didn't even try. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out with my college friends. And then when I was like, can I meet your mom? He's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like we haven't hung out enough. It's like, well, maybe you should make this compromise for me because I've compromised so many things for you, right? Like, I did not really want to go fly across the country on like a 7-hour flight to the middle of nowhere, but I did it so that we could spend time together. But then when it comes time, I bet you that he quote unquote talked to his mom, but he probably told his mom that he wasn't sure, right? He probably told his mama like, oh, I'm not sure about the relationship, but I still want you to meet her. Of course, his mom hearing that, already knowing, you know, that I'm not in his social class, she already doesn't like me. She's going to hear that and be like, oh, if you're not sure, I'm never going to meet her. What do you mean? You should spend more time with her and be more sure. Like, he probably said some shit like that. I just know he said some shit like that. Like, he didn't genuinely try to convince her to meet me, which is like super important to me, right? Like, this is something I told him I'm probably not going to compromise on. Like, if we've been together for a year and I don't meet your parents, you know, if I don't move in at some point, if things are not, you know, moving forward, I can't continue the relationship. And I just don't think he tried. Like, I think he told his mom he wasn't sure, and his mom just echoed his thoughts. What is this guy? What the fuck? Yeah. You could hang out with your friends anytime, but when your girlfriend's in town, finally in town, then you hang out with your friends. I think it's just that, like, he spends so much time with his friends at college already, right? Like, they're literally in school together. They hang out together. It's not necessary for them to take up more of our time, right? Like, our time is important too. But he just didn't think about that. It was just poor planning. I don't know. Hi, mommy. What are you talking about? Talking about my breakup. Yeah. I don't want to explain it again. I've talked too much. But anyways, we should talk about something happy, chat. Like, I think my life has just been kind of rough these last few days. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about my life right now. I just want to, like, not think about anything. Lift the mood up. Yeah. My friends will always be around. If my girl wants to hang out, I'm not passing up the chance for some coochie. Yeah. I mean, he easily could have spent more time with me, I think, if he had just spent a little less time with his college friends. But he didn't want to give that up, right? He was just like, oh, well, you know, I need to spend time with my friends too. And I'm like, okay, I understand. But, like, you can't say that you need to go and do that and then also be like, we didn't spend enough time together. Like, what do you mean? He's an immature kid that isn't ready for a serious relationship. I mean, that's what my best friend said too. She was just like, he's not ready. I'm like, I probably should have just heeded her advice and just, like, you know, listened to her sooner. But I really wanted to make it work, and I really tried, man. I really tried. I would not have gone on that trip if, you know, I didn't want to try, right? But I was like, you know, since I'm in this relationship already, I might as well try everything, right? I'll make every effort to try and make it work. And in the end, it just, you know, I feel like I put in too much effort and he just didn't give a shit. He was just like, whatever. You know, that was the attitude. Just immaturity, all good. It's not good, it's not bad. He'll realize it one day. I think maybe he just needs to like be in more relationships. But like obviously I don't have the time to like wait around, right? Like he was like, "Oh, you know, maybe in time I'll be more sure about our relationship." I'm like, "You could potentially not be sure until you're 40, okay? I cannot wait until you're 40, right? Like I have plans for my life. You know, I can't just be waiting around forever." And it's been a year already, like in a year, and I haven't even met his parents. And he's like, I don't even know if I want to move in until like 3 years. I mean, come on, who dines and dashes? Ask for a second date. Where do you find these people? No, he didn't dine and dash. Wait, who dined and dashed? I mean, doesn't include you. Shouldn't be offended. The truth is still the truth. I date you. I think I'm probably just gonna like Mew's boyfriend? What the fuck? He died and dashed? That's kind of sus. Probably just gonna chill for a bit. You know, be single for like a little while. And then maybe I'll start dating like when I feel ready, right? When I feel ready. It was still like hard to break up with him. I didn't want to break up with him. It's just like I felt like I had to because, I mean, what else can I do? I think he liked you though. People don't cry for no reason. He liked me, but it's like I had to tell him so many things, right? It's not like you can't blame me for not telling him. I warned him. I'm like, you know, you traveling all the time is creating a big problem, right? Because it means that we're just not spending enough time together because you're not even here. And he was just like, "Oh, well, I'm independent. I like spending time apart." Like every time he said things, it was just like always I, me. I don't care. I'm okay spending 4 months apart. It's like, okay. And then, you know, when I ask for something that I need, I'm like, okay, well, I need to see this relationship moving forward. And he's just like, "Oh, well, I'm not ready. We haven't spent enough time together." Like, imagine hearing that. Jesus. When it's like he's the one that's like not here, you know? Yo, hey traveler, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Take some time off, Candle. I just need to like. He sounds like a feministo. I don't know. I'm gonna spend some time to just, you know, be single for a while, not think about things. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even consider like all these things at the time when I break up with him, but like. When I think about it now, I'm like, man, like there was like so many things I put up with. I don't know why I put up with so many things, you know? Like if I could go back, I think I would have done some things differently and I would have heeded the multiple red flags. We all love you here, Candy. I know. Thank you guys. Thank you. I mean, when I broke up with him, I told my friends, like so many people sent me messages. So many people were like, you know, "Candy, we love you. Like, don't worry." Like, just like offering their support. My friend even took me out for dinner yesterday, which is like super nice. Shout out to my bestie. But yeah, it's still not easy. Back to dating older men. Yeah. Either my age or older, I think. Maybe not too much older. Too much older is like not good either. But like, I'll probably go for somebody my age or older. I don't think I should go younger. Just because like, I mean, I just don't want to like be in this situation again where I'm having to like explain things to people. I'm like his mommy. I'm like his mommy. I'm holding his hand. I'm like, "Okay, Billy, don't do this. Okay, doing this is bad." And then because he has ADHD, he fucking forgets like 2 hours later. You know, time to go for 40-year-olds. Oh my god. Friends make life better. This is true. Talking about your cheating boyfriend? No. He didn't cheat on me, but I broke up with him. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's why my life kind of sucks right now. And also, my friend told me she got cancer today, so that's not good. Told me she got diagnosed with cervical cancer. They're gonna remove her uterus. Like shit. Like nothing is going right for me, chat. Nothing is going right for me these past couple of days. You know, I just need things. I need something to go right. Remember, Kando's single. Stress is now gone. Life easier. Yeah, is this a diplomat friend? No. She's a different friend of mine. He doesn't sound like a bad person. He's really, really immature, kind of inconsiderate. Yes, I think he's just immature as well. I think what I need to do is I need to date somebody that has some relationship experience, right? Like, I don't want to be in this scenario where I'm like explaining to people like obvious things about what they shouldn't do. Well, I have ADHD. I can remember important stuff. Sounds like a little kid. I don't know. Hi, Twilight. Welcome to the stream. Procedure to remove uterus. Best outcome for her. She'll be okay. That's what we hope, right? We hope they remove it, they cut it out, the cancer's gone. But all the times people get these surgeries and like, you know, the cancer comes back or something. I'm just hoping that's not the case, right? I'm hoping nothing has spread and they're just going to cut it out. It's going to be the end of it. That's the ideal scenario. Yeah. One day he got to realize compromise is super important in serious relationships. Yes, it is. Like, and these compromises I was asking for were like nothing super crazy, right? Like they weren't like crazy compromises. I wasn't like, oh, you have to take me to the LV store and buy me 5 handbags. Like it was nothing like that. It was just like cover my expenses for 10 days. Like pay for my food for 10 days. You know, if you're going to be gone for 4 months, at least we'll spend a little time together. And he argued with me about everything. I was like typical spoiled, immature, rich kid. But like that's the thing is like if you're rich, you know, at least use your good qualities, right? Like, you know, maybe you're young, maybe you don't know a lot of things, but like at least if you have money, you know, maybe spend a little money and don't complain about like $20 for lunch, right? Like I don't know why he argued with me over that, but he did. He was like, why are you getting takeout? Why can't you just eat leftovers? Like I'm only there for 10 days. Why should I eat leftovers? Like, I don't even eat leftovers. Okay. You mean metastases? Yeah, I just hope that, like, that's not the case. I've seen a lot of patients with cervical cancer. The odds are low, but not none for the cancer to come back. I hope that it does not happen. I'm so sure his mom drilled these stupid ideas into his head with the threat of losing inheritance. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was. I think it's probably because his mom said something. I guarantee you, if he's dating somebody in his own social class that his mom, quote unquote, approved of, she would not tell him to be this fucking cheap with her, okay? Because imagine dating a girl that's actually rich and you're this cheap with her. You don't want to spend $20, you know, on a trip buying her lunch. Like, she will fucking break up with you in 2 days, okay? But I think it's just because his mom put things in his head and he's very easily influenced and he just listens to her. It's like, oh yeah, my girlfriend is a gold digger. She is a gold digger, you know? Good evening, mommy. I love you. Hi, Valentino. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's not even about being a rich kid. He's just young. Maybe. Sounds like he just needs to grow up. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of things. It just wasn't like the right match. Yeah, definitely. If it's a daughter of some rich family, you already know that mom's gonna wine and dine her. Yeah, I guarantee you the mom would not be complaining about him spending like, you know, such a small amount of money if the woman's rich. The problem is I don't have as much money as him, and she like either looks down on me, doesn't think that I'm like worth his time or something, you know? And that's why he's acting like that. She won't convince him. She won't learn. She'll just convince him it was his idea. Yeah, and he thinks it's his idea. He's like, we need to save money. We need to save money, even though he just spent $40,000 buying a new car. But he needs to save money by forcing his girlfriend to eat leftovers. Like, I need to eat leftovers to save you $20 when you just spend $40,000 buying a new car. Like, it's just, when it's at that scale, it's just, like, it sounds really offensive, right? Like, I know you spent $40,000 buying a new car, and you can't give me $20 for lunch. Like, that's, you know. Wait, what did he buy? He bought a Corvette C8. So he sold his last car. He traded in his last car and then bought a new car. And it cost him an extra $40,000. $40,000 sounds like a downgrade from BMW. He traded in his BMW for the Corvette C8. Corvette's like 100K-ish. Well, I mean, the point that I'm making is that the money is nothing for him. Right? The money is nothing for him. Cans, what happened? I broke up with my boyfriend. Especially now around 25 to 30, you're valuing stability and everything. Yeah, I know. Anyways. I was asking him to cover my expenses for the trip because, like, you know, he's away constantly. He's away for 4 months, you know? Crazy how you mostly talk about his money. No, I'm not mostly talking about his money. You don't know the full story, Kobe. He's away for 4 months this year. He says, you know, the reason he's not sure about the relationship is because we don't spend enough time together. So I'm like, okay, fine. I will go with you to where you're going to New Brunswick for 10 days, right? I will fly there to you. Can you cover my expenses for the trip? I wanted him to cover my plane ticket and I wanted him to cover my food. That's it, right? You cover the plane ticket and the food, I'll fly there to see you. And he didn't even have to pay for an extra hotel because I was staying in the same hotel room as him. I didn't even ask for extra hotel. I'm like, I'll just stay in your room. We'll just share a bed. You just cover the ticket, the food, and then I'll go. And then he was like, at first he was like, oh, I don't want to pay for the ticket, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I've heard this story 4 times. I know, because new people keep coming and ask me what happened. I'm like, just, pay for the plane ticket and the food. And then he was like, oh, I don't want to pay for the ticket. Why can't you just pay for your own ticket? I'm like, because it's your fucking trip. I'm not going there for funsies for vacation. It's the middle of nowhere. And then after he agreed to pay for the ticket, and then he was like, I don't want to pay for the food. Because I asked him for like $20 for lunch. He's like, oh, I don't want to pay for that. Can you eat leftovers? I'm like, no, because I'm only there for 10 days. Why are you making me eat leftovers? It's fucking gross. And then after that, he was like, okay, fine. I'll give you $20 for lunch. So it was like $200 total. And then he was like, okay, fine. And then I go on the trip and I'm like, okay, there's going to be no more problems. We've discussed this multiple times. There's going to be no more problems. And then on the trip, he was like away for 1 day for dinner. I was like, can I get $50 for dinner? He's like, why do you need $50 for dinner? Why can't you pay for that yourself? I'm like, because you agreed to cover the expenses. And then he's like, yeah, but like you can pay for it yourself. And then we got into a huge argument over that. Like, yeah, imagine eating leftovers. That's crazy. Well, I could eat leftovers, but like if I'm only at a place for 10 days, why would I want to eat leftovers? You know, like I'm not even there for that long. If I'm there for say like a month, okay, fine, right? But like for 10 days, you want me to eat leftovers? Why? How'd you even get with this guy? Can't give you $20 for lunch? Well, he eventually gave it to me. The point is I had to argue with him over it, right? Like I don't want to have to argue every time. Sorry to say this. Usually the signs he's cheating on you. I don't think he's cheating on me. I think he's just like clueless or something, or like whatever. Like there's something going on. Imagine just treating your girl like shit. That's crazy. The reason he gave was because like he was like, oh yeah, I was talking to my coworker when he was in New Brunswick. He was like, my coworker goes 50-50 with her boyfriend, right? He was like, yeah, my coworker Jessica goes 50-50 with her boyfriend. We should do that too. I'm like, no, because before this trip, you agreed to pay for the expenses. Like, what do you mean we're going to go 50-50, right? And then he was like, yeah, well, you know, they do it. I feel like ours is like unfair. I hope you're okay though. Why does he always have to argue every time you ask for help? I don't know. I think he just easily influenced. He thinks like, oh, well, other people go 50-50. They should do that too. Don't know. After that trip to China, I had suspicions he's cheating. I mean, I hope not. But like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in his mind sometimes. Do Jessica and her boyfriend have equal amounts of money? Jessica got pregnant at 16. She has multiple kids. And she's dating a black guy. I have nothing in common with her, okay? I don't know why he's like comparing our relationship to hers. It's not the same. And she and her boyfriend probably have more similar amounts of money compared to us, right? With this huge gap and him, you know, not being here half the time. Like, ask Jessica if her boyfriend's leaving the country every 4 months, right? I bet you her boyfriend's not going on trips every couple months and not spending time with his girlfriend. So why are you comparing their financial situation to ours? Like, how about you just stay in Vancouver and don't cause all these problems by fucking leaving and making me fly to you? Mentioning the race was unnecessary. It's necessary because he's an Asian guy and she's dating a black guy, okay? we have nothing in common, right? And it does matter because people have different cultures, right? Like there's Asian culture, there's like, white people culture, there's different cultures. The point is she's in a different relationship with a completely different person with their own rules and their own expectations. Like you can't apply somebody else's situation to yours. And he says that because it's advantageous to him, right? He thinks like, oh, it's like advantageous for me if I just tell my girlfriend that somebody else goes 50-50 with her boyfriend. But I bet you her boyfriend is not traveling 6 months out of the year and making his girlfriend like fly to him, right? To spend time with him. It's different. If he grew up in America, culture would be mixed. My boyfriend grew up in China, right? That's why I'm making this argument, is that he is from a different culture. There's different expectations. This man said, y'all are common. What the hell? We have nothing in common. What's your financial arrangement with him? How much do you usually pay compared to him? So at the very beginning, we agreed that he would pay 4 times and I would pay once, right? Which is fair because he has $80 million and I have a lot less. So it's fair for me to pay sometimes, but less of the time. So basically the ratio is 4-to-1. He'll pay 4 times, I'll pay once. And that was fine. Like it worked, when it was my turn to pay, I would pay, and then that was it. But then for some reason, he would like talk to his coworker in New Brunswick and was like, oh, well, we should change our arrangement. Like, why am I paying more than you? Like, why can't you do 50-50 with me? And I'm like, do I look like I have $80 million to you? I don't think it's fair. You can think whatever you want, Kovi, but like, this is what we agreed on, right? And once you agree to something, you just do it. You don't try to like change it, just because your coworker said something about how she does it with her boyfriend. Like, it's not the same. He gets $5,000 a month he can easily save. I don't know. Anyways, that's what we agreed on though, right? Like if you think that's not fair, you don't have to agree to it, right? But he agreed to it. When I was younger and an asshole, if I started doing that to a girl, meant I either had a new girl I was interested in or I was already with another woman. It was 100% I started cheating. The guy's an ass, you're better off. I hope he's not cheating. I didn't see any signs of him cheating, but I don't think he was. I think maybe he was just weird. But your ex definitely prioritized himself, his family's opinion over you for sure. 100%. That I totally agree with. I think he thought about himself first, his family second, his career third. I think I was like 4th or maybe 5th. Okay. Maybe I was below his friends too. Cause he was like, even when he came back to Vancouver, he spent like 2 days here. He was like spending all his time with his friends. Never even saw me. Like, I get that he's busy, but like, he didn't even see me once while he was here. And this man doesn't realize that he's rich to be honest. He needs some real world experience. He calls himself poor all the time, which is another like cringy point. Like, why are you calling yourself poor? I've already told him multiple times. Like, when you have this much money, you don't go around people who actually have less money than you and call yourself poor. Because I have friends in my friend group that are genuinely poor, right? Like the friend I told you about who told me she has cervical cancer. She's on disability. Okay, she's on disability, and he would go around when we were hanging out calling himself poor in front of somebody that is actually poor and is on disability and now has cancer. Like, it's just like, no, stop. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not poor. When are you poor? Do you have $80 million? He just thinks he's poor compared to his friends, but it's like, he doesn't realize how he comes across to other people. Like, it comes across as like, just like weird, Yeah, true. You didn't get him a watch for $1,000. 4-to-1 is fair. Kenny got him a $1,000 watch. Didn't he get you an iPhone? Yeah, it was like one of the promotions. Yeah. I agree to that. If you agreed, you agree, but I don't think the argument is fair. If you agreed to it, then you agreed to it, right? Like, it's not like I told him, oh, you have to do this. We discussed it at the beginning of the relationship, and he agreed that he would pay 4 times and I would pay once. And then that was the only time we talked about it. It was like never an issue, but he brought it up when I was in New Brunswick. He's like, we should change it to 50-50. I'm like, what do you mean we should change it to 50-50? We haven't had an issue this whole time. Like, why would you want to change it? He's like, oh, my coworker does this. I'm like, okay. Like, so, like, out of the blue. Kobe is a man. If we make a promise, we keep it. If he said he would pay, then he shouldn't change it at the end. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I value people who keep their promises too. And I try to keep my promises, right? It's not like we agree to this and then when it comes my turn to pay, I start bitching about it. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I have to pay, blah, blah, blah. Like, I never complained once. Listen, will you help me with electrohypostasis later? I have to clean the house right now. Just message me when you're about to do it. I can help you. Coker shouldn't change your relationship. Common sense. I think he just said it because he felt like it would be advantageous to him. Being easily influenced is textbook immaturity. Maybe. I don't know. I think it was definitely influenced by his mom. His mom probably told him, like, oh, your girlfriend, she's a fucking gold digger. Like, I can't believe, you know, like, she's making you pay for lunch. You should tell her to just eat leftovers. Like, she would 100% say some shit like that. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, you're right, Mom. Yeah, I should just tell her to eat leftovers. Yeah. Yeah. He's a mama's boy. Get the pitchfork ready to vie. I mean, it's over, like... I feel like if things were different, I didn't want to break up with him, but he's just too immature. Like, he's at a different stage in life. He's just, like, not ready for this kind of relationship, I think. Yeah. Anyways, things can change, though. He no longer felt comfortable with it. He addressed it. Well, I'm not comfortable with paying 50-50, okay? Like, he can think whatever he wants. My expectation is that we keep the original arrangement because nothing has changed. I think you should start letting go. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, not think about it, right? I'm trying to, like, do other things, you know, to just keep my mind occupied and, like, not think about so many things. But it's kind of hard sometimes. What are some of his good qualities? Well, when we hung out together, like, he was funny, he was nice. We definitely got along. But there was definitely issues as well. Surely he has some. Like, he's like a nice person, right? It's not like he was like an asshole. He didn't abuse me, right? He didn't abuse me. He was a nice guy. We got along. You know, we had fun times. We would laugh. But, like, when things were good, they were good. But when they were bad, like, it could get pretty bad. New topic. Let's stop thinking about it. And we should stop thinking about it. Financial abuse. No, it's not financial abuse. Kando didn't suck good enough. His sex was better. He flattened the mountains for you. No, I don't think that was the issue at all. I think he just had ideas in his head, maybe put there by his parents, of like how I'm this like horrible person that's trying to get all his money when it's like it was like nowhere near reality, right? Like if it was actually a gold digger, like I never would have told him. Even at the beginning of the relationship, he's like, oh, if I had a future wife, I'd make her sign a prenup. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll sign a prenup, right? Whatever makes you like comfortable, right? You think a gold digger would agree to sign a prenup? Like at the very beginning, like this was like very early on in the relationship. Like, if you want me to sign one, I'll just sign one. Whatever. It's like, it's not like I'm like, you know, trying to date men to like make money, you know? I'm fine. I have a job. I'll be okay. And like every time I asked him for stuff, it was like not a huge amount of money. It was like $20 for food, like $50 to buy dinner. Like, if you think that's like gold digging behavior, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, that's just some weird stuff. Move on, Kenny. You can do better. I can introduce you to my girl's brother. He's rich and Asian. I think I just need to be single for a while and go on my dating adventures. Maybe I'll go on more weird dates and I'll have more stuff to tell you guys. I'll let you guys know. I think for now, though, I should just like be single for a while. Yeah, new topic. Did you eat any good food lately? Tell us about it. So yesterday, I guess my best friend felt bad for me. So we went to this new place. It was called Alem. And they had like some sort of like fusion Asian and white people food. It was kind of interesting. I liked it. If anybody here is in Vancouver, you should try Alem. Apparently she heard it from her patients. That was like a really good place. Who's getting Augusta? Wait, who's Augusta? Who is that? Isn't Genshin character? Star Rail character? Oh, sorry. Girl, what's happening? I'm confused. No more. I'm not telling you the story anymore. I've told it too many times. TLDR, I broke up with my boyfriend. That's it. That's all you're getting. It's been like an hour and a half of me saying the same thing over and over again. So you can go watch the VOD. If you're late, you have to watch the VOD. Augusta's a Wuwa character? Oh, yeah, I don't know Wuwa. Not again, Kano, not again. Yeah, I know. No more. Anyways, you can watch the VOD. What's the big news? I broke up with my boyfriend, and I found out today my friend has cancer. That's it. That's the big news. If you want details, you watch the VOD. But yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. You know, I just need some good news in my life. Like, maybe I'll buy a lottery ticket tomorrow. Maybe with all this fucking bad luck, this bad fucking luck I've had lately, I need to, you know, buy a lottery ticket. Maybe God will feel bad for me and like help me win the lottery. I don't know. Yeah. New topic. What's the name of the restaurant? LM. Let me show you guys the restaurant I went to yesterday. It was pretty cool. It's like contemporary local sustainable food and beverages. I think your friend should win the lottery too. Okay, let me show you guys. It's a pretty cool place. If you're in Vancouver, I recommend you try it out. I thought it was pretty good. This is the layout of their restaurant. It's like a really modern looking kind of restaurant. Kando, don't become a gambling addict. I'm gonna become one of those gambling streamers, just like addicted to gambling, you know? Playing slots all day. I don't know how people do that. Like, don't you get bored from that? Maybe some people like it. XQC, is he like addicted to gambling now? Honestly though, he's such a big streamer. He probably pays like, he probably gets paid like crazy amounts of money from, what was it? Stake to gamble. Oh, down here. Gacha games are close to gambling. So I don't think it's the same thing. Go ahead and drop the topic. We're talking about gambling now. Gambling's bad. Don't gamble. Instead of gambling, we should just all have sex instead. Stream title, life is tough. Yeah, winter tires. When life F's you hard, just moan. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to moan. That's what I should do. When life F's you hard, you just gotta moan, you know? Yeah, I should moan more. There was some streamer that borrowed millions from other streamers to gamble. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. 2 really good spots. Kenny, you should try Put On Pen and Nightingale. I've tried both already. Yeah. XQC lost over $1 million in gambling. Covey, I don't think he lost any money, okay? I think he probably made money because they sponsored him and just gave him money and was like, go gamble. They went like, here's $5 million, go gamble. And then he probably lost some of it, but I don't think he's in the red, like, at all. Yeah. He gambled off stream. Even if he did lose 1 mil, he's fine. He's fine. Like, I don't think he's like gonna run into any like trouble, if you know what I mean. Like, there are some people you can tell they're like spending money they don't have, but I don't think he's doing that. He's too rich. I mean, at least he like literally gambled like all this money, but I don't think he's doing that. With gambling, it's like, I wouldn't say it's like the best hobby, but I mean, if you have a budget and you know like how much you're able to spend, you could generally be okay. It's the people that spend too much that get themselves into trouble. I'm not saying he's not, I'm just saying that gambling is dangerous. Yes, gambling is dangerous. You could definitely get addicted to it, but it doesn't mean that everybody gets addicted to it, right? Like my best friend, her dad likes to go to the casino. But when he goes, like, he knows what his limits are. Right? Like, you don't spend, like, house money or rent money at the casino. Like, if you set a budget and you lose it all, you just go home. And if you're able to do that, if you have that kind of self-control, then it's fine. But for people who don't have self-control, like, you should stay the fuck away from the casino, man. Stay the fuck away. My sister said she wanted to go to the casino on her 18th birthday. Yeah.
Feel better.
Thank you, Traveler MK. See, when life F's you hard, you just gotta moan. Look, going once in a while is not gonna kill you. Like, I've gone to the casino before on, like, you know, New Year's or something. Like, you know, if you go a couple times, you're probably not gonna get addicted. It's just for funsies. But you gotta remember, like, it's just for fun, right? Like, you're not going to the casino to make money. I think that's when people, like, that's when people get into trouble, is that they go to the casino trying to make money or, like, trying to, like, come out ahead, right? Like, you go there to have fun. You don't go there to try and come out ahead. The house always wins. You should take all your savings, go to the casino, and put it all on black. No! That's a bad idea. Me and my friends sometimes play poker for money, but we have a limit of 20 euro per person. That's good. See, I mean, if you set limits, you're good. You're Gucci. But you definitely will hear horror stories once in a while of, like, somebody's uncle or somebody's dad, like, gambling all the money and now they're homeless. Does that happen? Yeah, it 100% happens. Kinda want the tea on my nurse? Yeah, give us the tea, Allie. You guys went on 2 dates already? What's up? Did you suck his dick yet? Oh my god. The house always wins, unless you're Aventurine. Aventurine's just built different. Anyways, we have to hear the tea on Allie's hot nurse boyfriend. Are you guys official yet? You guys should make it official.
Solidify.
Put it all on red, not black. Yeah, I don't know, man. I stay away from the casino. Unless it's like, I don't know, New Year's or something. I'll go for like a day, you know? You gotta give a car head on the second date. The fuck? I'm listening to the tea. Give us the tea. Ever since they liberated online bets here in Brazil, people fake kidnappings to ask others for money. Now they're killing mothers for it. Yeah, I mean, people just get addicted to this stuff. Put everything on 0-0. It does sometimes land on 00. That was like 2 years ago. Oh yeah, I went to lunch with one girl. Yeah. And are you guys dating? I could use me a native Indian girlfriend. That's so random. We're talking about Allie's hot nurse date and you're just like, I need an Indian girlfriend. So first date was Sunday. It went well. We actually went on another date on Wednesday. We did make it official. We're hanging out on Sunday at his house. I'm so happy for you, Allie. See, you just had to make a move. Okay, you just had to make a move. A lot of people are like too scared to like try or like, you know, try to go after the person they're interested in. But I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you did it and that you guys are official now. I'm happy for you. Yay! Oh my god, can we get a people clap for Allie, please? Allie did great. Thank my roommate. Yeah, but you took the initiative to ask her, right? You took the initiative to tell her that you liked him. That's how you found out that he was available, which is good. You should always try, guys. Always try. Remember whatever the fuck was it Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I feel like I live by that statement too. Like if I like somebody or I want something, I'll just try to go for it. You know, even if it's like a long shot, right? Even if it's a long shot, I think it's still worth a try. Yeah. Now, it's only one lunch. We have a lot in common. You should give her your pee-pee. You should give her your pee-pee, Kobe. Yeah, she's a data analyst. I see. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. That's true. How does everyone's date go so smooth? When I used to try dates in high school, it was a disaster. I feel like a lot of my dates are disasters too. It's kind of hard. Yeah. Wayne Gretzky said that? Yeah, Wayne Gretzky said that. Right, he's Canadian. I totally forgot. I was like, wait, was it a basketballer that said that or somebody else that said that? I don't remember. High school is different. I never even dated anyone in high school. I was just by myself. High school? I never had any dates in high school. Yeah, neither did I. I was by myself. Very sad. There we go. I just played WoW throughout high school. Damn. Not even in my undergrad. Statement I live by is surround yourself with hoes you like. My older brother, your older brother knows what's up. Yeah, but you should definitely surround yourself with people you like. And don't surround yourself with shady people. A lot of people have shady friends, and you can just tell they're shady. You don't want those people in your life either. Okay. Okay, we have like a weird ass artifact set on her. Can ascend her now. I'd say high school, because I never really got dates. In like 20s, I was married really young. Damn. Yeah. And make sure they aren't all hoes. You want a healthy balance. Yeah. Yeah, you want some sluts too? Damn, okay. You guys are savages. Nice too. Yo, I got some tea from my job. What's up? What happened at your job? Tell us.
Letting brave names echo.
Meatball. I will have order. Nice. Nice. Is that Jafufu after she grows up? What? Oh, I need to collect some stuff for NFA, I think. I'm about to be expired in the dating market, but I recently switched to a software dev job recently. What do you mean you're about to be expired? How old are you? Let's go collect these. I have to go that far? Bruh. OMG, I never got the hoe experience. Yeah, you did. Don't lie, Mew. Mew got the hoe experience in high school. You were definitely hoeing around. Don't even lie. We know, okay? Didn't you tell us that you were like dating some random guys in high school? 28 years old? You're not expired. I'm gonna be 28 on my next birthday, okay? We're not expired. It's fine. I need ideas on what we're gonna do on Sunday. You're gonna go to his house and then fuck, okay? Okay, I mean, do you want to though? I mean, you've gone on 2 dates already. Technically, you could sleep with him on the 3rd date. If you want to. Main idea right now, what do you want to do? 3rd date on Sunday, time to bounce on it. Yeah. One day I will find another high-functioning autistic girl and marry her. Dating, not fucking. Yeah, but fucking's fun, Mew. Do it raw. Okay, make sure he doesn't have STDs first. I'm sure there's lots of like non-autistic people that would date you too. It's fine. Raw. Most of the guys I don't even like, but they had a lot of money. Fair enough. Well, you like their money, so you like something about them. I tripled my income compared to my 25-year-old self, but I still got no dates. Well, when was the last time you left your house and actually went on a date, traveler? Or like, have you been on the apps? Like, are you trying to get a date? For me, before I met my now ex, I went on so many dates. Oh my fucking god. I think I went on probably like hundreds of dates. And it was like, there was a lot of like weird dudes. Yeah. You can have all the money, but if you don't try to find a date, unless you look like a model, you won't get anything. I mean, yeah, you definitely gotta put yourself out there. When do you think I should delete my Tinder? You haven't deleted it yet, Gleam. You have a girlfriend. What are you doing? I didn't have sex in high school. Besides, like, losing my virginity. I see. You never had a hoe phase. Very sad. Oh, that's unexpected. Never used a dating app before. Well, I mean, give it a try. Oh my god, okay. Turtle just, like, sent us a whole paragraph and we have to read it. Okay, so I was working at the bar, and this is what I assume was an officer. He came in and decided he wanted a drink and then to get a private room. So I got him his drink, and he got a private room with this girl. From what I heard, they knew each other. From what I heard, he's cheating on his wife with her. And what's crazier is when I was getting in the car home, I saw him with another girl. When I checked on Facebook for his wife, it's a different woman. Yeah, so he was cheating on his wife then. Damn. Oh my god, wait. I mean, you could cause a lot of drama by messaging his wife on Facebook and being like, he's cheating on you with like 2 other women. I saw him with another girl. Oh my god, damn. 2 other women. Yo, you should message him. Message his wife on Facebook and be like, just a heads up, but like, your husband is like cheating with 2 other women. Kando is that the 3rd date is good to fuck. Yeah. 3 is my favorite number. Caught? Yeah, it'd be funny. Do it. He has 2 wives, 1 girlfriend, cheating on them all. Yeah. That's why we should tell him, just for like funsies, and like see what happens. While I use an app, go out to the club and meet girls. I feel like the club is not the best place to find a girlfriend. Like, I don't know if the club is like the place, you know? I did. She didn't believe me. What a dumb bitch. Well, okay, you tried. Okay, you tried. Telling her if she doesn't believe you, it's not your problem. Is 3 your favorite number because you don't know how to count any higher? It's okay, I can't either. No, I can count high. I can count to 10. I'm a big girl. I can count to 10. Okay. Yeah. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Anyways, 3 is my favorite number, though. Yeah, 3 is a good number. Can count to 69. 69 is a great number, too. We love that number as well. ML, only monogamy. Yeah, I'm a only monogamy kind of person, too. Like, you know, polyamory sounds great and all, but like, imagine having to deal with multiple people. Nah, fuck that. Okay, I feel like one relationship has enough fucking problems. Imagine trying to have relationships with like 5 other people, and then you got 5 times the problems. Like, no thank you. No thank you. I'll stick to the one, okay? Thank you for the head pat. Thank you. Like, imagine how hard one relationship is to make work. And then some of these people got like 5 people that they're seeing. Like, bruh. I'm so scared of cheating. Situations like that. These situations like that never happened to me. I know. Girl, I'm praying for you. Yeah. Next time he comes to the club and I see him cheating, I'm sending a pic to her. Yes, you should, Turtle. You should. Just for funsies, you know? Hear me out. Invite 5 people on a date, but it's actually just a trap to get players for your D&D game. I've never played D&D before. I have no idea how it works. But, I mean, it seems like a lot of nerds love that game. They're like, yeah, we love D&D. I don't know. If I get a I'm coming to see you as a woman call, I would crash the fuck out. Yeah, you should chop off his penis. If you ever catch your husband cheating, you should just chop it off. No more pee-pee. I mean, if he has no dick, then he can't cheat, right? That's the logic. Says the nerd that plays Magic. I have not played Magic in like a year, okay? Like I've been so busy dealing with my now fucking ex. Like every time that like we would do something, it's always what he wanted to do, right? Because he has motherfucking ADHD. We can't even watch all the movies I want to watch. Like unless he's watching an action movie, he literally could not pay attention. Like I made him watch a Miyazaki movie and the man like fell asleep. Okay, so like that's how bad it was. So yeah, I'm definitely not played Magic. Do you think he has the patience to play fucking Magic? Okay, no. He doesn't even have the attention span to watch a movie. He's honestly lucky. Also, no dick, no game. Honestly, like you didn't cheat. No, I would never cheat on my partner. The crazy thing is, at the beginning, he thought that my body count was too high. Like that's what he was worried about. Like it's so crazy. He's like, oh yeah, the reason I'm worried about like my woman's body count is because I feel like she's more likely to cheat on me. And I have done nothing this entire time but like be his good girlfriend that's like at home, you know, streaming, and you're not out sucking dick, right? Like, and then he's the one that's like talking to women that want to sleep at his house and thinks that's normal. Like, imagine being worried about me cheating when you're the one that's like talking to these crazy fucking women that like want to come sleep at your house and like want to move into the same apartment as you. Don't even get me started. It's like fucking crazy. Like, it's like so like, it's so insane. Like, you would tell people this, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? You know, like, I don't know what's wrong with him either. Like, I don't know what he's thinking. It's like the body count. Oh, the body count really matters. Like, it means you're like unfaithful or whatever. Yeah, but you know, keep talking to these women that are like actually fucking crazy and like actually want to like get on their knees and suck my dick. You know, but that's fine. Hey, how's it going, VTuber? It's good. How are you, random shits? He has good girlfriend. I only fucked him this entire time. I did not suck any other dicks. I did not talk to any other men. Okay, besides my friend who's gay, but I mean he's gay, so he's gay, so it doesn't count. Yeah. Unfortunately, men will still find ways to cheat. They'll go get a strap on. Men are weird. Yeah. Your body count could be high for reasons like the past you hated. Don't judge. I just don't think body count matters, like, at all. Like, I would not even ask my partner, oh, how many people you slept with, right? Like, I don't think it really matters. I mean, I think, like, even, like, a more reasonable question would be, like, oh, have you ever cheated on anyone, right? Like, I think if you ask, like, have you ever cheated on anyone, they say yes, then you know, might be a little concerned. But, like, the body count doesn't mean anything. Like, the number doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't mean that they're more likely to cheat. It doesn't mean they have an STD, right? It doesn't tell you very much. So, like, I don't know why people ask thinking that it, like, means all this stuff when it doesn't. Okay, look, unless the count is above 75, the point is, even if somebody's count is above 75 and they think that you would judge them by asking, they would not tell you the truth, right? Like, if somebody has, like, a crazy high body count and you ask them, they're not going to tell you the truth anyway. Like, they could have a body count of, like, 200 and they'll tell you, like, 10, right? So why even ask? Like, why make people uncomfortable? Body count shouldn't count. Some guy approaching me at my zesty bestie. Are you dating? Him, I'm gay. Me, half a second later, I'm gay. Damn, okay. A lot of dick sucking talk. We love talking about sucking dick. Cheating's a consideration, not the body count. Yes. He's designated gay. Might need a friend. Look, I need to know she has standards. I mean, I guess. For men, it matters because women are hypergamic and don't bond. Okay, you've been listening to too many red pill podcasts, but I don't think it really matters. Well, no, if they say yes, that's a sign they aren't honest and probably don't do it anymore. My body count, it's 200. Oh man, you're a hoe. How do you even sleep with 200 people? Like, I don't know. You'd have to really try to sleep with 200 people. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. Like, you'd have to be, like, scheduling fuckathons to like fuck that many people. I don't know, especially if you're young. Like if you're like 27, you fuck 200 people. Like, are you just like having sex all the time? Like how? How's that even possible?
Children be up to? Right. Let them do as they please.
At 200, you probably fucked everyone from your dentist to the girl in the McDonald's drive-thru. Probably, yeah, you probably fucked the whole city. It's like, if you have a body count of 200, you probably slept with most of the people you get matched with on your dating apps already. Like, yeah. Wasn't there one woman that had sex with over 1,000 guys? Yes, she was an OnlyFans girl, okay? Most normal women don't do this. You can't compare most women to some girl that literally has sex as her job. Like, she does OnlyFans. It's her job to fuck a bunch of men. The problem is people care too much about what other people think in their relationship. Like, if I had a high body count, it's between me and you, but you're worried about how others would think, which shouldn't be your first reaction. I mean, it's just like, I don't think these things are that relevant anyway, but like people do care about them. I just try to be very selective, try not to judge, but I don't care. I don't want a girl who doesn't care as long as it has a pee-pee. Really? But peepees are great, milkshake. Peepees are fun. Maybe she just likes peepees. And maybe she just likes peepees and doesn't care who the peepee's attached to. 200? You damn near fucked everyone you've ever met. Yeah, 200's like, you'd have to like actually be trying to be at 200. How do people do 200? I'm nowhere close to 50. Even getting to 50 is like a lot of hard work, okay? I was trying to make a joke about murder. Don't worry, my body count is 0. Pretty girls scare me. Why do they scare you? Nani. Also, how is the lesbian dating scene, Derpy? Like, have you found that it's like easy to date as a lesbian where you live? I've heard some things from like my LGBT friends. They tell me like, you know, there's obviously less gay people, so it's like hard to find a date when you're gay, is what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what people have told me. So, yeah. Anyways, you should try your best to get a date, Derpy Lesbian, if that's what you want. Nowadays, people more than ever care about other people's opinions. That's why red pill podcasts or traditional submissive wife podcasts are so easily manipulating them because they don't have minds of their own. I think people go out looking for the information that they think supports their identity, right? Like if you already think these things, you're more likely to find the podcasts that like talk about these types of opinions. That's what I think. Like people look for podcasts, information, news that like affirm their existing views. Like if they're already leaning towards having these sorts of opinions, then they're more likely to watch this type of stuff. They don't know how to use their thinking boxes. Common sense is not so common anymore. I think people still have common sense. My ex told me she has 5 boyfriends before me, but she swore she was a virgin until me. I mean, does it matter? Like, if she had 5 boyfriends before and had sex with them all, like, I mean, who cares? Do you care? Body count is easy to rack up. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, Steven. Look, I think there's a huge double standard when it comes to body counts, right? Like, I feel like if a man has a high body count, it's like, oh yeah, like he's like a giga chad, right? He's like fucked all these women. But like when women have a high body count, it's like, oh, she's a slut, right? It's like there's like bad connotations when it comes to women, whereas when it comes to men, it's like whatever, like he fucked a bunch of girls, that's cool. That's the other thing that bothered me about, you know, my now ex. He has a friend in college that like literally told him, I don't know if it's true or not, he was like, oh yeah, like I fucked like 200 women, my body count's 200. He literally told him his body count was 200. And he's still friends with the guy, but all of a sudden I tell him, you know, like my body count is like 6. He's like, oh, that's too many. Like, what? I think for a guy, we care how many men our woman has been with. But for us, it's okay with however many girls. I think it's a huge double standard. I think it's crazy that like we have this like standard in society where like women have to be like really pure and like men can just do whatever they want. Yeah. Say it with me. Dating has double standards. It's not fair. I guess. Yeah. Like when MF girls on podcasts be like, submit to your man, he's the boss. Meanwhile, they have a whole goddamn business, merch, branding. Sure, girl, you're exactly like the submissive girls you advise your viewers to be like. Okay, I'll say something about that. But let me read my hoe count is probably in the negatives. Oh, girl, your hoe count is 0. You don't fuck anybody. Okay, I'll just say something to that Mew. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard of this podcaster. Her name is Pearl. Okay, Hannah Pearl Davis. Hannah Pearl Davis. Okay, she talks about how like women shouldn't vote and like fuck women. Women should get paid less. I hate myself. You know, and the funniest thing that she said on her podcast is she talks about how like women over 30 that are unmarried are worthless. Okay, she was like, yeah, women that are not 25 and married, you know, you're worthless. I think she said something like she was like talking about how if you're a woman and you're not married by 25, you're a piece of shit. And then she is like in her late 20s, like 28 or 29, unmarried. Like, what do you mean? You don't even... This is like the crazy part. Like, it's like people say these, like, they have all these extreme views. They you know, think all these crazy things. And then they don't even follow their own rules. Like, what are you doing 29 and single? Why do you have no husband? Okay, why do you have no husband? Shouldn't you find a husband? It's a hypocrite crazy. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, if you're a woman and you're not married by 25, what are you doing? Like, you're probably like some hoe, right? Like, you're probably like a piece of shit. Because she has all these extreme views and doesn't even follow them herself. It's not double standard. Women despise virgins, biological pre-selection. I don't think women despise virgins. I think it's fine. Like, look, Samir, my, you know, now ex, he was a virgin when I met him. Did I care? No. Okay, I didn't give a shit. I'm like, whatever, you know? So, it's not like, I don't think that's a thing. But I think there is a crazy double standard for women where like, oh, women have to have a really low body count, right? And the reality is like, if you're a woman and you're like, you know, in your mid 20s or late 20s, like, you might have had a few previous relationships, right? It's not realistic to like be like a 35-year-old man looking to date like someone in their late 20s or their 30 and you expect them to be a virgin. Like, it just doesn't make sense, you know? On God, I can't stand feminists, but I also can't stand those people either. They're just stupid. It's really crazy. I wish I could find the clip where she says like, oh, if you're not married by 25, you're like garbage or whatever. You're special. Are you saying that in a good way or a bad way, Samir? I feel like Samir is saying that in a bad way. Like I'm like disabled or something. Samir is one of those people that's like, don't worry, you're just special. Meaning I'm like, there's like something wrong with me. Okay, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. Anyways, well, you do wear dentures? That's not true. When is she a hoe? 500, 1,000? Nobody got a 500 body count. That's extreme, milkshake. You'd have to be having sex every day or be an OnlyFans star to have that high of a body count, okay? Most women that you meet probably have like less than 10. Most, okay? Like 500 is like excessive. And look, I agree, like, not everybody wants to date a porn star. Not everybody wants to date somebody doing OnlyFans, right? But, like, your girlfriend having a, you know, some body count because she's been in a couple relationships, that's normal, okay? Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Shut the fuck up. Like, you've probably been with a couple people, too, right? So, like, I don't understand when men are like, oh, yeah, my woman can't have a body count over 3. It's like, does it make a huge difference whether it's 3 or 5 or 3 or 6? you know, or even 3 and 10. Like, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. No, I mean, you don't like act like most girls. I am like most girls. Okay, Samir, you are just special. My ex in college cared so much about my body count when we first started dating. When I said 0, he said good. Fuck me 2 days later. He was almost 20 when we met. He cared about me. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Anyways, let me see if I can find that clip. Shouldn't be an issue. Let me see if I can find it. I think she said something about like, oh, if you're like over 25, like you have to have a man. I'm not like the other girls. Ooh, woo. I have a massive dick. Yeah, oh my god, same. I have a massive dick too. My cock is really big. I have a 6-incher. I love Pearl. She says so much bullshit, it pisses me off. No, girl, don't let it piss you off. She knows what she's doing. Okay, I feel like Pearl knows that she's saying shit that makes no sense. But the thing is, her audience is not women, okay? Her audience is men. That's the crazy thing. Because as women, we know she's full of shit, okay? As a woman, I watch her videos. I'm like, this bitch doing this shit on purpose. Like, she knows what she's saying is like absolutely insane, makes 0 sense. But like, she caters to her audience of men, these like red pill men that also, you know, have, you know, no common sense. They think, oh, whatever she says, she must totally believe. Like, that must totally be the truth. I guarantee you she knows what she's doing is like provocative. It's gonna get attention. The more attention she gets, the more money she makes. She 100% knows what she's doing. When she says things like women shouldn't vote and sells shirts that say women shouldn't vote, I don't even think she actually believes that, okay? I don't think she even believes the stuff that she says. She just says it because it's like when people say something so crazy like that, like as a woman, you say, oh, women shouldn't vote. People are going to have a reaction, right? People are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, even if you hate her, you're going to have a reaction. And that's exactly what she wants. Like, she wants people to give her attention so that she can make more money and milk more money off of these red pill guys that think that she's being serious. She's looking for a future husband that will beat her and abuse her. I don't know what she's looking for, but I guarantee you she's not even living by what she's telling other women to live by. Like, she's like out here telling other women to like get married by 25 or you're a loser. Meanwhile, she's like in her late 20s, 28, 29 years old, single, no husband, running her own business. Why the fuck is she not in the kitchen? Right? She's like telling women you should be 18 years old, married and working in the kitchen and cooking and cleaning for your husband. She's 29, running her own business, has a podcast. She's not in the kitchen cooking and cleaning. Right? Like, if you think about it, you could pretty easily figure out that these people don't even believe the same shit that they tout. A lot of them just do it because they know that's what gets people like agitated, right? Like, I mean, it's got you agitated, Allie, right? You're like, oh my god, I hate her so much, so I watch her stuff. Great. You just gave her an extra view on YouTube, right? Even if you hate her, she's still getting a reaction out of you. How does she say that but as a woman herself? Because I'm telling you, Allie, she does not believe half the shit she says. She says it because it's attention grabbing, it gives her money, and she knows it's gonna cater to her audience of red pill guys that are gonna watch that and be like, oh yeah, you see like a woman saying it. A woman saying it must be true. Like why the fuck, you know, isn't every woman under 25 and married and like cooking and cleaning in the kitchen, right? A woman says it, so it must be true. But she knows that like that's exactly the reaction she's looking for. So that's her audience. Married by 25, damn, missed that mark. Yeah, like what happened to cooking and cleaning? Like why are you not at home? Why are you on YouTube? You know, basically running your own business, selling t-shirts, selling merch, selling like courses or whatever. I don't know. She must be selling something. Okay, like she's like monetizing, essentially running her own business. This is like nowhere near quote unquote being submissive and working in the kitchen. Stay in the kitchen. No, you don't want me to do that. You really don't. I'm a horrible cook. Girl, you're lesbian. You don't have to worry about these men, okay? There's so many of these weird men out there that just believe crazy things because they hear things online and they don't think about whether or not like people even believe their own shit, you know? Candy, what I miss? Hi, June. I was just telling Chad about how there's this like crazy podcaster that like is like super anti-woman. And it's so funny because she says that like women need to be married by a certain age, or they're like worthless. She's like, if you're like not 25, you know, you're worthless. Like, look, this meme describes her exactly. She's like, ladies, don't focus on a career like I am. Just be a trad wife like I'm not, right? Like she's not a trad wife. She's like in her late 20s and unmarried. Right? So, yeah. What's her name again? Pearl. Just Pearly Things is her, like, YouTube name. All the moolah, maybe. Born Alpha, grind, success mentality. Emotions. I have supplements. Wait. Supplements. Damn. Okay. Women age like fine wine and order the older the food, the sweeter the raisin. I love my hags. Damn, okay. Rules for thee, not for me. Exactly. I can cook and my husband said stay in the kitchen. Get the fuck out of my house. I'll be mailing divorce papers ASAP. Look, I think if somebody asks you to make them food, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like it's like all about the attitude, right? If my partner told me you're a woman, you need to get the fuck in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, like obviously I'd be upset, right? But if he's like, oh, I'm hungry, can you make me some food, right? That's normal. That's fine. You know, as long as it's like not said in like an offensive way, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But like I think it's just the attitude. Like some men just have this like attitude where it's like, oh, women like need to know their place or they need to like be a certain way, which, you know, I'm not gonna go sign up for that to date somebody like that. But there are men out there like that, and there are some women willing to accept that, right? There are some women that are willing to accept men who just tell them what to do. But for me, that's not for me, dog. Like, a lot of the times men are like clueless too. Like, they don't even know what they want, you know? Like, a lot of the guys I've been with, and even, you know, my current ex, didn't know what the fuck they wanted, okay? They don't even know what they want. Like, how are they gonna tell you what to do? Get in the kitchen, cook, wash the dishes, and do the laundry while you're at it. And that's fine, right? There are people who have this type of arrangement. But you got to keep in mind, most of these men that have actual trad wives working from home, they're making a lot of money, right? They're making like over 100,000 a year, at least 200,000. Some of them are like millionaires and they have a wife that stays at home. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But then you got a lot of these like red pill dudes on the internet. They're like, yeah, you know, I need a trad wife. And they're making like $40,000 a year. It's like, okay, you want your wife to stay at home and cook and clean, but your income is not enough to support two people. So how are you going to live? like the math is like not mathing, right? Like you need to be at a certain income level to be able to ask for that from your partner. I think like usually at like 100,000, it's doable. I think even for my income, if I wanted to, and you know, I had a partner that wanted to stay at home and he was willing to do all the chores, maybe, you know, like we can make it work, right? But if you're like not making that level of income, you're just not making enough money, you cannot have a trad wife. You cannot afford a trad wife, okay? You and your wife will starve together. It's just not gonna work. I thought Andrew Tate made some sense at the start. A few good points, and I watched more. Bruh, he's crazy. Housewife is not for me. I like my job, not just cooking and cleaning for a red pill man. Some women are okay with that. Some women prefer not to work. And if their husband is wealthy enough, they have the option to not do that. Kenny men don't mature until 25. Yeah, but like there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like if you can afford it and that's the life you want to live, that's great. But it's crazy because there's some guys out there that have no money and they expect somebody to also like not work and like do the chores for them. Or the crazy thing is there's some men that don't make enough money. They expect their wife to work and do all the cooking and the cleaning and everything at home. Like imagine, bruh. Like those guys are the worst. Was your ex-boyfriend a misogynist? I don't think he was a misogynist, but he had some weird views, right? Like I told you about the body count thing, you know? Like he would ask me a lot about like, oh, like who you slept with, like how many people you slept with. Like to him, it clearly seemed like it mattered a lot, right? And my body count's not crazy, you know? But like, you know, things like that would bother him, which was like a little bit concerning because it seemed like he thought it like mattered a lot when it doesn't really, right? Like my body count's obviously higher than his because his was 0, right? Because he was a virgin when I met him. But it's like, it doesn't matter as much as you think that it does. It doesn't really matter at all. It's not like my body count was like 500. I did OnlyFans or I was a porn star, right? It's not like that. But he put a lot of emphasis on it. And yeah, that was the only thing was like the body count thing. And he also had friends that were like actual like misogynists though. Like there was a guy he was friends with in America. He was not only like misogynist, but he was like an actual racist, right? He would like talk about first of all, this friend, he was like half Asian himself and he was like racist against like Asian people. He would like, oh, fucking Asian people just need to like get shot. Like Asian people are like pieces of shit. And he's like, yeah, Asian women. He's also into Asian women. He's like, Asian women just need to get fucked, you know, they're like trash. And he like cheat on his girlfriends and stuff, doesn't even care. Like, okay, that guy is obviously a misogynist and he's racist. So I didn't understand why he was friends with somebody like that. You know, I feel like when you're friends with people, it means that like you have things in common with them, right? Like why are you friends with this crazy racist person who's Asian himself and hates Asian people? And my boyfriend was Asian. Like he literally hates you. Stop talking to him. Why are you talking? Why are you friends with him? It's like it made no sense. But like that was one thing. I'm like, he was like, oh, but this person might be useful to me in my future. And I was trying to explain to him, people that are assholes and racist are not going to help you when you need help. They're going to tell you to fuck off. The only people that help you when you actually need help are people that are genuinely your friends, not these crazy racists, right? You think he listened to Andrew Tate? No, he didn't. He just didn't know grass. Crap in my head. In my 20s, I only thought one head did not mature after 30. I think men just take more time to mature. Or I truly think he's like a little less mature than what his age should have been, right? Like I think like for somebody his age, he probably should have been a little bit more mature. But I think like his life has just been really sheltered because he has money and his parents probably coddle him, you know, give him lots of money. So he hasn't had to like worry about a lot of stuff. But I mean, that's probably why. Where'd you find this guy? It was a dating app. It was on Hinge. What would you do if you watch him on him watching Andrew Tate? I'd be like, why the fuck are you watching that? Why is he useful to him? He thinks that this guy is going to be useful to him because his parents are like working for the government or something. They're like working for the government. They're like, I think they're like some like diplomats or something like that. He was like, oh, this guy might be useful because his family business is in immigration, right? I'm like, I personally don't think it's ever going to be that relevant. And he's like a crazy racist that hates Asian people, even though he's Asian himself, like half Asian. Like, why do you think he's ever going to help you? Can't know what happened. I broke up with my boyfriend, Lumo. I would help. I don't know what you're talking about. People who are assholes are usually not going to help you when you need help, right? Especially not racist people. Like, come on. I don't know what he's thinking. So what happened? You gotta watch the VOD. I don't want to tell the story again, Lumo. It's too much. Yeah. I've already told the story too many times. what's going on? And Baka is making. Oh, I was just telling Chad about how my boyfriend had a lot of weird friends, like some actual racist friends, like literally racist, talking about how they hate Asian people and shit like that, and how they hate women, and how like fuck women, you know, stuff like that. Like misogynist, racist people, and he was friends with them. I don't know why. I don't know. He was like, yeah, you know, it's good to keep in touch with people. They might be useful to me one day. And it's like, I don't think you understand that if people believe weird things, they like hate you because they're racist. Like they're not gonna help you when you need them. I help all my friends, and I'm the peak of assholes. It's not the same, Covey. Okay, we're all his friends like that. No. And that's what gave me pause, right? If all of his friends were like that, I would have been like, okay, that's a huge red flag. I'm leaving you. But some of his friends were normal. Like, he had normal friends who seemed like genuinely nice people. And it seemed like his close friends were more normal, right? Which is a good sign. Like, his more close friends were normal. They were nice people. But, like, some of his friends that he still talked to, like, on a less close level were, like, super, super weird. And I think, like, it might just be that, like, a lot of people in wealthy circles tend to think these weird things. It's possible that, you know, there are people in wealthy circles that think weird shit, right? But, like, there were definitely some of his friends that were, like, crazy weird. Still weird. He's your boyfriend after all this? Well, he's not, because I broke up with him. Lumo. I broke up with him on Tuesday. Or Wednesday, I don't remember. My very gay friend tried to make a gay joke to our Asian friend. He called her cat eater, a pussy eater. And it came out not the way he meant for it to. Yeah, I just stay away from jokes like that because, like, people can get sensitive. Thank God. Lumo, like, hated him. Lumo was like, what the fuck are you with him? Yeah, that's a man mindset as well as young mindset. They tend to brush things off when they have fun with people. Yeah, but it's like as you get older, I think you realize like the people that you're friends with have a lot of influence on who you are, your personality, who you become, right? So you don't want to be friends with people that think crazy things because it's going to influence you as well to potentially think like this, right? Wait, Candy, so what's your body count? 6. I think women are very observant, so we can side-eye people when they do crazy shit. Yeah. Ken, you're too forgiving. I know. I think I just gave too many chances, honestly. But, yeah, like, your friends absolutely have an influence on you. And he would say stuff like, oh, you know, like, well, yeah, you know, my friend's like this, like, crazy, racist, you know, misogynistic person. But, you know, I'm not. He's like, oh, well, I'm not like that. It's like, well, if you're not like that and you don't agree with what he's saying, why are you still friends with him? Like, that's what I don't understand. No one has influence on me. Whether you realize it or not, the people that you spend the most time with have a lot of influence on the way that you think, the things that you believe, and just like your life in general, right? There's this saying like you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I feel like this is like 100% true. Like, the people that you spend the most time with have a huge impact on your life. If you just find someone like that, call them your friend, then those things also apply to you. That's what I was worried about, is that, like, you know, that these things would apply to him. But, like, I just kind of overlooked it at the time because he did have normal friends. It's not like every single one of his friends was crazy, but, like, definitely some of them were. Like, some of them believed some really weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah, when young, it's true, but as we get older, we don't have patience, when we were younger. Yeah, that's what I think too. Well, if you're joking, but part of a community, obviously it didn't mean it negatively. Yeah, I guess. We don't, we're complete opposites. Wait, what? Anyways, yeah. When we're young, we think that a large and massive friend circle is important. But as we get older, we notice a small circle of close friends is much better. I think he spends a lot of time maintaining these friendships because he thinks that it's going to be valuable to him one day. And to some extent, that might be true, right? It might be true that one of these friends is going to be helpful to you one day. But I mean, is it worth all this like bad influence that you're getting by literally hanging around racists and like people that think this crazy stuff? It sounds like a rich people thing, not gonna lie. It's possible it's just a rich people thing and we don't understand, right? As like plebs, like we're plebs, we don't understand this shit. But I still think it's a bit weird, right? Like, you know, somebody that's racist against your race is just, it's a little too much, right? It's a little too much for you to be friends with normally. Like, you know, you're an Asian person and he hates Asians. Why are you hanging around him? Is my logic. When God, I can't type. But Kovi, why would you want to be friends with people who don't share your personal opinions? I generally don't make friends that don't share my personal opinions, is all I'm gonna say, you know? The people I spend the most time with are my roommates. They're basically all the same people, just one's in a relationship, one is a hopeless romantic, one is gay, one is open to anything. Well, we all have friends that are like different to us, right? But like usually most people are you know, not friends with somebody that has like a totally different political view compared to them. Thinking of people as being potentially useful is still very bad. It's very dehumanizing. It speaks bad about your morals. I think a lot of the times he would keep people around, not because he really liked them, but because he thought that they would be useful. Like, I think that was like part of his thought process, is that I'm going to keep this person around because they could potentially be useful to me. But I do think that that happens a lot in like wealthier social circles where you kind of need connections, right? You need connections, you need people to like help you with stuff, I guess. So it kind of makes sense. What in the moralient? In the US, it'd be much harder as Americans, considering Italians, even Irish black not long ago. But yeah, I think it happens more than you think, Lumo, where people will be friends with somebody because it's like advantageous to them. Happens all the time. Like this I don't think too much about, because even in the business world, even in the workplace, you see it a lot where like somebody will act really nice to their boss or like be really nice to somebody because they think it's going to give them something, right? So that's not the worst thing that you could do, because obviously, you know, sometimes sucking up to people or having connections with people can give you a lot of advantages. Yeah. Because it's fun to hang out. I don't see how differences should matter. I mean, I don't know. Hi, how are you? Hi, Delcamp. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, let me return. He thought his friends as friends with benefits. Not all of his friends. Like, he obviously has true friends, but there are some people he was like, oh, I'm just keeping them around because I think I can benefit from them someday. Like, I don't know. Making connections is fine, but making connections at the cost of your morals is different. You know, I have to be honest. I think even though, like, he doesn't believe all the things they believe, on some level, he either didn't care about what they thought and it didn't matter that his friend was racist because he didn't care that much about racism, or, you know, he agreed with like some of the same things, right? I don't know exactly his thought process, but like you'd have to be like okay with it on some level to be hanging around people like that, is what I think. But anyways, I can't read minds, obviously. I'm not a mind reader, so I don't know exactly what he's thinking. But like, I could never be friends with somebody that like talked about how Asian people suck just for being Asian. My bro does that too. My bro's a Tate fan. Interesting. Oh my god, this is like a terrible character to bring here. Dun dun dun. Why is this not working?
Eyes on me.
No one can read people's mind. People can read body language. That's my mind reading. I'm not that good at reading people, honestly. Oh shit, you read the reaction? I don't know. I'm not that good at reading people. I'm kind of just like, whatever. But I would want all of my friends to be like, you know, at least somewhat decent people. That's just me. But maybe he doesn't care. Been a while since I've slept you, but hello. You lurked before. Hey, hi, Aspirin. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Happy Friday. I love Friday. I guess that's the one piece of good news today is that it's Friday and I love Friday. Happy Friday. Okay, I want to change my team. Okay. I've gotten good at reading people over the years because it's useful in my job to spot the good and the bad. I mean, I don't really talk to a lot of people, like, you know, in person, so I'm like less good at it. Can we do more electro charge damage? I don't even know. Try with this. Maybe I can try to freeze him. Maybe. Oh, fuck. Come on. Okay.
To ashes. Yoo-hoo! Shadow Raven. I summon thee.
No, no.
Look at me.
Fuck. Am I just not doing electro charge damage fast enough?
Power that ended height.
Man. Keg, fuck. What do I bring here? Let me see. Can I die to trash mob? I did not. Ew, people interacting with people is just horrible. Lol, okay. Today is not a good day for Farina. Died twice. Yeah, rip. Can bring another healer. I don't even know. I don't know if this is gonna help. We just don't seem to be doing enough, like, electro damage, I guess. I don't know.
Odds reveal. Allow me. Support.
Okay, that's one.
By royal decree. Rest and rebuild. Let's move out.
Oh my god, come on. Can I get my ult back?
Eyes on me. Wings of darkness.
Why is it not? Oh, he's... Alright, now we just try to do as much damage as we can, I guess. Alright, big PP damage, come on. Oh, that's actually quite good. Oh, crap. No, he's doing his thing again. Man. If it makes you feel any better, another streamer I like to watch spend 7 hours and 50 minutes trying to defeat a turtle in Dire. I mean, he did, but still 9 hours. Wait, what game is that? What the fuck did he spend 9 hours trying to do? That's crazy. Nice. Okay, I got it. There we go. Holy shit. That should not have been that hard. Okay. Too many artifacts. Should not have been that hard. Chat really should have been a lot easier. I do this for the primos alone, if I'm being honest, trying to fix my builds. So that's maybe why. Yeah, well, this is the event right now. I think there's like a couple days left. It gives you like extra rewards for it. So might as well. The turtle in Stygian Onslaught. Yeah, I mean, the turtle's easy to kill. You just need cryo. I find the other ones more difficult. Which one's the easiest? I don't know. Maybe the turtle. I think the turtle's actually the easiest for me. Like, he dies pretty quick. 8 whole hours? The turtle, he spent 8 hours? Bro, what? How did he spend 8 hours on the turtle? No way. No way. That's crazy, dog. Like, this turtle, what mode was he playing it on? Was he playing on, like, hard mode or what? There's no way he spent 8 hours on the hard mode. Like, that would be crazy.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
He was doing Dire? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, if he spent 8 hours on a hard mode, I'd be like, oh, brother, what? On a goddamn turtle. Just for 50 primos? Nah, man. Like, I would not. Skill issue. I would not spend 8 hours for that much primos. I mean, I have struggled in the Abyss before, so I guess I shouldn't say anything, but like, that's kind of excessive. When I found out how hard the Dire mode is, I was like, yeah, not even gonna attempt it. Turtle was apparently hard. On Dire mode, yeah, it's probably like tanky as fuck. I can try Dire mode and see like how difficult it is, but it's probably like hard as fuck on that mode. For 50, give me over 500 for 8 hours, bruh. Hard mode, try to even use cryo, clear in under 15 seconds. Let me check. Let me check the Dire mode, because the Dire mode one probably has like a shit ton of HP. So it's like definitely not the same. Dire mode's not hard. People use it only 4 stars. Oh, whatever, Covey. Covey just hates everyone. You're just a hater, Covey. You're just like, everything's so easy for me. Like, okay, we get it. Okay. Went from 90 to 200, like that difference. Let me check. Okay, do you mean menacing? Is it menacing that's hard? I don't hate people who beat it with 4 stars. Yeah, okay, Covey, we get it. Okay. Oh my god. I had to play through the full party. You can't repeat characters too. Can you show us how it's done? I'm probably not gonna do it. I'm probably not gonna be able to do this. This seems like it would be difficult. I don't even have the right characters for this shit. Who do I have here? How it's done. Alright, y'all. We're gonna be here for hours if she tries. I'm gonna try it, and if it's fucking hard, I'm leaving. Like, I am not about to spend 3 hours on this. She usually pulls through though. I don't know, man. My account's not even that good on here. Wait, actually I can just go straight to this mode. Okay, he spent 8 hours on this turtle. Let's give it a try. I think it might take us that long as well, not gonna lie. Holy fuck, he has so much HP. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh, look at his fucking... You only have 2 minutes to clear this shit. Bruh. Bro, we are like not even close. Like look at it. I barely put a dent in his HP. Let me try it on my main account. At least my main account's like somewhat better, but like even then it's gonna be hard. No wonder you struggle with a team like that. Shut up, Kovi. What the fuck is that team? Don't be a hater, Kovi. Why are you hating? Alright, okay. Let me collect this stuff. Alright, let me try it on my main account. At least I have more characters on there. So maybe we could do it, but like, I don't know, man. It looks kind of hard. It looks kind of hard, chat. 50 primos on the line, Candy? Oh, God. You just slapped random units, hope for the best. I just don't have that many units on my Asia account. Relax. Okay, Kovi, relax. Poor Meteor Falcon rip his sanity. It's gone forever. Why did he try for so long? Like, he must be like a really determined man to be trying for that long. Like, I would not. Like, 8 hours is like insane. You had Shenhe you can use. Whatever. I don't know. Wait. Oh, I need to change the mode to menacing. I think I might be able to do it actually on this account. It's doable. It would just be difficult. I had no idea. He was very determined, I guess. Yeah, geez, he must have been. 8 hours, 8 hours stream, strap in, y'all. Okay, this is menacing. This is the team that we had. It's not bad, honestly. What was the... Okay, let me... I think this, and then Farina. What do we put on the last team? Maybe like Zhongli? I don't even know. Okay, well, whatever. Let's try it. Isn't there a harder difficulty? Yes, there is a harder difficulty, but like I'm not trying to fucking kill myself doing that. So this version is already gonna be hard enough. Like the HP goes up so much, like you have to pretty much get it perfect in order to like do it, you know, because he goes into this version immediately. Like he goes into this mode immediately, and then you have to break his shield right away. Yeah. Bruh, I don't think I can.
Time to buckle down. The flame.
Fuck. See, that's annoying. Let me rethink this. Is there any other way I can clear it?
Let's light it up. Fulfill our pact.
Maybe if I get my ult back and just try to like... I think I can. Try to dodge it, I guess. But then if you dodge it, then you're like, he gains like some sort of resistance, I think. He gains some sort of resistance if you dodge, I believe. I could be wrong, I don't know. We're doing okay.
Fulfill our pact. You two. Time to end.
Pyroclastic surge.
Okay. Alright. Where'd he go?
Brave names echo.
Come on. Ow.
Everybody stand back. Show no mercy. Wrath from the skies.
Oh my god, no, no, no. He's doing the fucking thing again. He's doing the fucking thing again. Oh my god.
Rise with the sun.
Oh my god, I can't kill him.
Bring it.
I just can't kill him in time.
Get to work. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let the mountain's veins boil. Pyroclastic surge.
Oh my god, I only have 8 seconds left. Holy shit. No, I am close. I am close to killing him. So what we could do is we try to just farm our ults at the beginning. That's a possibility. Like while he's doing this, I'm gonna just smack him, and then when he's about to like do his thing, I'll just walk away because I don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time to kill him. We have to just walk away.
Adventure time. Benny's adventure
Fuck,
team.
how did he...
I have
Oh my god, how did he kill me? You don't have Escafir? I have Escafir, but she's on the other team. You only use one character once. So, yeah.
Let's light it up. Show no mercy. I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Where did she go?
Letting brave names echo. You two. Time to light up the blazing sun.
Oh my god, that barely did any damage. Hello? Maybe, wait, is it like if you do more damage to him at the beginning, he has like less weakness or something? What about Sucrose? I have Sucrose, but I don't see why she'd be good here.
Fulfill our pact. Wrath from the skies.
Maybe if I do more damage, then he'll have like less resistance. I don't know how it works, but like, yeah, maybe.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Let's light it up.
God, I really need more energy on my Benny too. Well, it's because he's... is this weapon even good on him?
Show no mercy. Eat Laline, eat Papa. Light up the blazing sun.
Okay, 113.
Burn it down. I'm going in. Hear the echoes of the valley. Suffer the wrath from the skies.
Okay, a minute left. That was good damage. That definitely did a lot of damage.
Let's light it up. Fulfill our pact. Light it up.
Oh, maybe I can kill him this time.
Pyroclastic surge.
Oh, I got him! Okay.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Teamwork is dream. Get to work. You two. Time. Burn it down.
Oh my god, 8 seconds.
Light of the blazing sun.
No! No, oh my god, come back here and die. No. I was so close. Oh my god, I was so close that time. Holy shit.
いらっしゃい. Pyroclastic.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
If you don't has Sucrose.
No, damn, what a kill if you're Zilelia 10 more ER.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Adventure time.
Ah, thank you for the subby wiki TZ. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Show no mercy.
Light up the blazing sun. No more mistakes.
Okay, I'm gonna ult.
Waves echo.
Trying putting more Eon Mavika. Ugh.
Get to work. Laline, beef papa. Get him.
I mean, if I put more E on her, I'm gonna be sacrificing something too. You know that, right? Like, I'm gonna be sacrificing damage as well. Oh, we did pretty good this time, actually. We're doing quite a bit of damage to him.
Fulfill our pact. You two. Time to
Rise with the sun. Light up the blazing sun.
No, 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 no! Oh my god, no, no, no! He's he's doing the thing again. He's doing the thing again. No, no, no! Please, come on.
Burn it down. Wrath from the sky. Is this
Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, I thought I would have been able to get him.
everybody stand.
Oh, I don't think I have damage now. I think I'm fucked.
Get to work.
Oh, fuck. I think this is too hard, chat. We probably could do it. It's just gonna take me like... It's gonna take me like another hour. I don't want to spend another hours on this. Hers charges differently. That was the point. Oh, yeah. Hers charges differently. You can't even add any more ER on her. Mavika doesn't use ER. Yeah, I totally remembered. Like, she doesn't use ER. She uses, like, what, Night Soul? Some Night Soul Burst. That's why we have 2 Natline characters on the same team as her. Yeah, that's why. Anyways, I should probably eat dinner now, chat. I noticed that Kenny doesn't stick to her main Geo team with Ito anymore. No, he sucks now. He's terrible. No more Ito. Okay. Alright, guys. I am going to get dinner. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I
Adventure team, assemble.
will be streaming, hopefully. My throat is a little bit sore, so we'll see. It's because of all the crying I've been doing, Chad. Oh my god, thank you. Well, I can't even hydrate right now because I have no water. But like, I was like crying all day yesterday. The tears probably flowed down my throat, and now like my throat is all dry and crackly and terrible. Bye, Candle. Thank you for coming by, guys. I am gonna raid somebody today. Does anyone have any raid recommendations? Crying? Yeah, because I broke up with my boyfriend. I was crying all day yesterday. I like took the day off from work and I just sat at home and cried. Bye, Candle. Hope you have a good rest of your night and feel better. Yeah. Okay. Don't cry, Kenny. I shouldn't. No more crying. Okay, I'm gonna raid Revity. Ah, there we go. That's the raid message. Just don't cry. No more crying. Okay, okay. Well, I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming to the stream, for the advice and the therapy. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I love you guys. I give you a kiss. Mwah. Okay, bye guys.